It's me, Mario. Hello. Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Let's go. Here we go! Let's go. Here we go! Let's go!
What up? What's going on, chatters? How we doing today? Chatters. What up, what up, what up, what up? Mario Run, not so good today. It's early for you, 8 a.m. Is that early? I was up since like 4 a.m. because Feer Jr. wanted to be up since 4 a.m. What up, lean over? Ilio, little. Thank you for the brand new tier 1. Thank you, Jorgen, for the gift to the Arjun. Habibi, they have the 13 months tier 1. W morning in the chat. Guys, we have ourselves a practice. And for once, we're not beholden to the streamers. We're not beholden to the players. Actually, ooh, Descent, the 190, my goodness. We're not beholden to the players wanting to go live. We've got access. That's right, we've got insider knowledge, insider access to the practice today. It's gonna go by quick. It's gonna start in about an hour, but it's gonna go by quick. NWPO and DRALII are the world champs. Team Falcons is Rawas and KIILEERRZ. DN is Dark and No One, and then 511 is TRK and Ghazi. So these are going to be teams you're probably going to be watching, trying to stick with. Now, here's the thing. The world champs, NWPO and DRALII, Team Falcons, Rawas and KIILEERRZ, the only two teams as of right now with a team stream, which means these games will be live. So what am I going to do? I might go and watch them if they end up being the most important games anyways. But we're going to start with Dark and No One. And if Dark, wins and is playing against Nush and Taruk, or maybe Dr. No and Ops, we might still watch Dark and No One. And Team Falcons and NWPO and DRALII might just walk through. You can always watch their streams, but I'm trying to maybe give more MENA games a stream. Does that make sense? As opposed to just doubling up on games that already are getting streamed. So the winner of MENA 2v2 gets AppJack's channel since MENA owns Jack. Yeah, that sounds right. Dark is back, gamers. He's back and he's better than ever. That's the plan today, chat. That's the plan. Normally, we don't get talking so quickly. We used to. Back in the day, intro used to be like 7 minutes, but it's been about 20 minutes recently. Problem is, I didn't do very well in the Mario run today. Is Dark playing 1v2 since no one is on his team? Oh, yes. When's the action starting? In about an hour. In about an hour, so we went live a little bit early. Can I get a heat check? Otter? Are you must be an IRL friend? And I'm just forgetting which one? Don't give me that face. When are they going to start? In about 52 minutes. Is Rez also at the 2v2 RLCS? Razier's did play. He didn't make top 16 in EU. He's already done. Oh, you mean Rez? There's a Saudi player named Rez. Maybe you're talking about Rez, the Saudi player. I don't see him on this list. I don't see him anywhere on this list. Real Madrid changed their name to One Hit prior to the group stage. We will they ole. I'm thinking you meant to say when will they play. First matches start in about 52 minutes. Now here's the thing. Our Dark No One match is going to be delayed by about 15 minutes. Prayer break. So we're going to show watch party either the Falcons or NWPO DRALII for probably 1-2 games until this one starts. So we're going to get a little bit of the best of both worlds. We're going to get to watch some of the Team Falcons, the world champs, and then also get the full Dark and No One match. Rez is KIILEERRZ. Oh, well, there you go. Is KIILEERRZ here, though? Oh, right there. Yeah. Rez KIILEERRZ. Fear in danger of getting doxxed? Why is that? I mean, we're always in danger, right? Triangulate this chatter's messages with Feer. Huh. We are more like acquaintances. Otter Jethro. IOU Boit. I don't know what that means. We are more like acquaintances. Interesting. I feel like we've discussed this before. Yeah, you're okay. You're talking about more IRL people that I know. More Frisbee stuff in your chat history. Yeah, every one of your messages has been about Frisbee. So clearly you're a Frisbee friend. But I don't think you ever admit to which one you are. And I guess you don't have to dox yourself. Feralis, for Rails, FL Rails. Thank you for the brand new tier 1. I need to be a little bit quieter, chat. I need to be a little bit quieter today. Because Dr. Fear's doing real work out in the main room. So no popping off today. No popping off. Because all the doctors are out there doing the real work. You can't ask for no popping off when you have Dark playing. We're just gonna whisper pop off. You play with IOU in New Year's Fest. I don't know what that team is. Did I play with that team? Is that a team from Arizona? They take the hospital home with them. I know. It's like, why not just keep it at the hospital, right? Are they doing medical procedures in your kitchen? Yeah, probably. I have to assume. I'm not out there right now, but you a disc golfer? No. When will it start? In a while from now. Usually, you know, the Mario takes up a good amount of time, and then by the time the Mario's done, we hop in, we cover what's going to happen, and then the matches are starting, just like that. Bing, bang, boom. Problem is that the Mario was terrible. The Mario today was no good. Thoughts on the new ball skin? I played one game with it so far. I got over it pretty fast. The pros' opinion, not so good. They want it to be toggled. Now, one thing that I will say, I expected it to be put in with a toggle. The first thing I did was go looking for like the setting where it's going to say force default ball skin. And I don't think it exists. So I was surprised that wasn't there, to be honest. It's only here for 5 days. That's fine. Yeah, especially if it's not doing like the whole season or whatever. I didn't think it was a big deal. I just thought, I know how people are, and they're going to like insist that they get their regular ball back. For the record, if that was an option to uncheck it, I'd probably just keep it on and just play the 5 days or whatever with the new ball. Chat, I saw this message yesterday. It's Wanda Mike asking, you know, streamers, how do you do this streaming stuff? So here's his message, right? I almost responded to him, but I decided not to. I'm going to tell you what I would have said. He said, how do y'all who do this streaming stuff respond to this? This is the message. I can't read it out loud. There's doctors out there. You're just going to have to read it. You're just going to have to read it yourself. What I was going to tell him to say was to respond, yes, of course. But who's Sydney and Sophie? But I decided to save it for me. I actually wasn't planning on responding at all, but it came up when I was looking for the people complaining on Twitter. Anyways, it's just like that's like obviously the response if you're streaming. Who would I want to pull up? I wanted to pull up Wavy RL. Peak complaining. People very they very much agree with his complaining, which is why I call it peak. We need an option to use the default ball skin as soon as possible. It's a cool idea, but it absolutely destroys all muscle memory relative to the ball. Please retweet and show how important and necessary this is. If it's a 5-day thing, it's not important and necessary. It wouldn't be in within 5 days anyways. it wouldn't... Oh, July 15th to July 20th. Yo, Vady, thank you for 44 million viewers. Yeah, I saw it's not permanent, but still insane to do this in the middle of RLCS 2s and 1s, IMO. Obviously, we'll get used to it, but actually just proceed with the entire comp scene. Yeah, I'm not part of the comp scene. It wasn't a big deal to me. Wasn't a big deal. Alpha Kep also said it wasn't a big deal. I remember seeing that tweet. I don't know if he counts as part of the comp scene or if he's not quite good enough. I hope to see you as an RLCS commentator. I hope to see me as an RLCS commentator as well. Chad, did you guys watch Spurs Knicks last night? Did you guys watch the Spurs Knicks? No, no, no. We're all European. No, shut up. No. Okay, sick. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. It was pretty wild. I almost turned off the game after watching halftime. I was like, what's the point? What's the point? But kept it on and thought, whew, legendary toss. You know what's funny is I don't care who wins at all. I don't care about the Spurs or the Knicks. I did say coming into it, probably want the Spurs to win. Just because I was like, I don't know, Wemby winning might be cool or something. But, and then when they went down 0-2, I was like, okay, no, now they did win to make it somewhat interesting. But after that Knicks lost game 3, I was like, dude, New York cares about this so much. I feel so bad for them. Like, they kind of need to win a home game. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really sad for them. So, I didn't mind them winning. Problem is now the series is over. Unless... Seems like they had a lot of fun. When is dark? About an hour. In 45 minutes, we'll get to watch the other twos, but dark's is slightly delayed. Up 29? Yeah, no, it was over. The Spurs absolutely decimated them from 3 to get like up 29, and then when it started slipping away, they were like, I know what we'll do. We'll just keep making threes at a 70% rate. And that's going to be a no-brainer guaranteed victory. Except they missed them all. Yeah, nobody's doing the LeBron again. Yeah, the down 3-1. I don't see it happening. Shooting threes was the only way to lose that? Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. But it's also just exactly how they played the first half and destroyed them. But yeah, you're right. They needed to adjust. You were so locked in? Yeah, that was crazy. I think I said out loud as Jalen Brunson took the basically final shot. Like, oh my goodness, that was miserable. What a terrible decision. And like the putback was just, it like still only barely makes it better. Like the putback had to be insane to make it fine. Doesn't excuse the decision, but important to remember the truth. Wait a second. What, is he fouled? Dude, I'll be honest, I wasn't even like, I just thought he got blocked fully. This looks pretty bad though. My guess is he probably swiped through ball, got some ball, and then got a ton of arm. But you got to see it live a little bit to know. Probably is just a foul, but it's really tough to make that assessment off of a still picture. Clean block, not foul, no bro. You need slow-mo video. Yeah, this picture is probably not it. Probably not fair. No foul, not biased. I remember thinking he just got blocked. But yeah, he probably should just dribble it out. When does show match start? No show matches today, but it's RLCS. And we are going to be live in the lobby commentating the games. Yeah, New York should replace the Statue of Liberty with a statue of Brunson. Wait, what? I've watched like a couple games. Is the statue not gonna be of OG? Like, isn't that just like guaranteed who the statue is of? I mean, obviously long-term, full career, that kind of stuff. But I mean, the finals. I don't watch like any NBA, to be honest. I follow it slightly, social media wise, but I've watched a couple of the finals games, and I mean, this dude is just winning games for them. Counteracted by the amount of goaltends Spurs gotten away with. That one goaltend was pretty darn funny. I also didn't see that one live, only saw it in slow-mo, but in slow-mo it was hilarious. The Spurs center just like reaching into the basket and like pulling the ball out, and they're just like, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Looks clean to me. The alien will come back. That would be wild. I guess it looked like a lob real time is what I was told, but I tell you what. I only saw the slow-mo version. Did not look good. Did not look good. What else is going on? That one YouTuber who made the video about the Legos, he's in trouble. Looking for dark matches. The Flaming Lemon is down bad, dude. He wants dark matches. And can't get them. They're not available. Until today. Until right now. Fear, fire up the contexto. Is there going to be a mainstream for the Middle East 2v2? There is not. And because of that, I have been given full access to the matches. So we're going to be live commentating them as opposed to watch partying them from here on out. We're not going to be able to cover all of them because they all play at the same time today. But I believe they're still going to, even though there's no mainstream, I think they still are staggering them all in the final days. And so I don't know if there's going to be another Arabic commentating stream in there as well, but I'll be in there. You heard Appjack won't participate in LCQ. If Appjack is not playing LCQ, is he retired? I mean, it means he couldn't find a good team for LCQ, but it maybe doesn't mean he's retired if he's just wanting to only play with a good team. And he gets right back into it. Because it could be like nobody that he wants to team with is left over for LCQ, but the teams are going to explode and remake again after the LCQ for next season. So not playing LCQ isn't necessarily retiring, I would say. Taking a split off is, if you ask me, like basically retiring. Anytime people have taken a split off and come back, with the exception of someone who like got top 4, top 6 at Worlds, aka Zach, who's early on in his career, is basically retiring. You heard Appjack is going to host show matches and only go live when you do. Sick. I'll just watch party him. Do you think we'll see the kind of absurd dominance we saw with Atto Zen? Maybe, but MENA's easier to dominate. Like, maybe NWPO DRALII or KIILEERRZ could do it. They'd have to beat the other one of them handily, which I don't necessarily expect. But I do expect them to kind of crush everybody else until then. So I expect that amount of dominance, and they need to win the head-to-head. Problem is, Zen and Atto should have run into a lot more resistance in EU. There should have been a lot more resistance, and there just wasn't. Who you got representing Middle East? Chat, who you got winning it all? KIILEERRZ? Let me put up a poll. I'll put all the 3-0 teams in the poll. Who wins it all? NWPO DRALII, RW9 KIILEERRZ, TRK 511 Ghazi, or is it gonna be Dark No One? Answer now in the poll. JP Swim, maybe the 16 months prime. I think TTS for alerts has started
Shadow,
working.
Rocket League.
Get absolutely scammed. Oh wait, that's your fault. You didn't. You put a space between Shadow and the colon. For a second, I thought it was the scamming TTS, but no, that was you're bad. Okay, we might have to do another one without Dark and No One in it, unless chat thinks Dark and No One legit are gonna win this. You think it's a bit ridiculous to vote against the Twins? Wait, what? I would say that I put them in order of seed right there. In fact, I don't even know if Dark and No One, until, you know, we see more games, should even be the 4th seed. But they did go 3-0. I would say number 1 seed, NWPO DRALII. Number 2 seed, Rawas KIILEERRZ. 3 seed, TRK Ghazi.
Rocket League.
Jorgen is saving you. Except for, wait, Shadow can just say Rocket League now. When did this happen? Do you have to, like, capitalize it or something? I remember this happened before. He still can't say Petroleum, but he can say Rocket League now for some reason. What if you capitalize it? Not that that should matter at all. Louis is dead, dude. Can you believe it? NWPO and DRALII are probably favored against the Twins, but I know the Twins will win. Did you see Wemby get hit in the dome with an egg? No, someone threw an egg at him.
Rocket League. League.
I don't think he's going to say Louis. I think it's a new one. That was a new cardiac arrest from Shadow. He didn't say Louis. That's weird. I feel like they've kept him pretty consistent. They obviously didn't fix a lot of his other bugs.
You troll him.
All right, Louis. All right, NWPO DRALII still won the poll. Ghazi with TRK 2.6. 2.6%. Yeah, I guess people are not as big of fans of TRK and Ghazi. I need to keep the MENA broadcast info up over here. TRK and Ghazi are real good though. Yeah, but for some reason they don't come with the same name brand in terms of getting fans to vote for them. Especially, for example, Dark is someone who comes with insane name brand. Check logs for that link. Oh, is it an egg getting thrown at Wemby? Dude. Actually insane. That person should get in big trouble, but the fact that he domed him is crazy clutch. I know that's not what we should be talking about, but that's like insanely clutch. Imagine you have one chance to throw an egg at somebody before like you get taken down and put in jail for 7,000 years. I mean, never get to go to a Knicks game ever again, but you do at least dome the 7'5" opposing center. He missed one first. Oh, isn't that technically assault? Oh yeah, for sure. If that guy was there, he should be charged with, you know, some level of crime for sure, and also banned from ever going to any event ever or being seen in public. But that being said, it's crazy that he did clutch up and made it worthwhile, you know, because even if he missed, he should have gotten that punishment. But he did dome him. Wow, so hype he assaulted somebody in a cool fashion. I don't know. I'm not saying it's hype. He's definitely should be in big trouble and hopefully was caught. That being said, doesn't seem like Wemby was that hurt, luckily. And also insane that he domed him. He also lobbed it, which is at least a bit better than like pitching it. Zen Atto versus Twins for RLCS 2's champ, you think? TRK Ghazi versus Yen Swift to be closer. I throw it on Feer's bald noggin. If you threw it at me in Arizona at my bald noggin, it would cook, dude. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What up, chat? We got 30 minutes until start time. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start maybe watch partying the Twins, because we've seen NWPO DRALII more recently. So we'll start by watch partying twins until this dark no one match is ready. Then we'll hop in there. We'll do that full match. And then we'll go from there. But we'll probably follow up into the upper brackets if I had to guess. When does dark match start? About 15 minutes later. Because there's a prayer break delaying that one. Honestly, this has been some good Fear yap. Guys. Yapping is the most fun part of the stream. It's like, I put in effort, okay? At every moment of the stream, not just when I'm commentating. Would you guys like me to do this when the match is not live? Match is in 30 minutes, guys. Match is in 29 minutes, guys. At least put a timer on the screen. Is everyone other than DRALII in the top 16 Saudi? No, I bet Muhammad's here, right? Oh wait, no, he didn't play. I think yes. I don't know why Muhammad, who definitely could have made top 16, didn't play. Did his teammates Abdullah and Ghazi play? Ghazi did. Why did Abdullah not play? Abdullah Muhammad is a top 5 twos team at least. Minimum. And what do you get for top 5? Like $2,000. I mean, they probably get top 4. Did they lose? DQ'd. Okay, see, I figured Muhammad and Abdullah would play together, and they DQ'd. I wonder if they like slept through, or they probably just didn't want to play for some reason. I remember when you used to be a commentator for Rule 1, time flies. Yeah, dude, Rule 1 was sick. Good times. The DRALII NWPO match will be streamed by Cresper, and the twins will be streamed by Raven. Thank you. I did see that on Wikipedia. How are the Falcons doing? Falcons, world champs. NWPO DRALII lost 2 games to Nush and Taruk, but they did advance. Falcons win 3-1, losing a game to Ali Al Nono. They're already not dominating as much as Zen and Atto. They caused the team to forfeit with Aura. That is pretty impressive. And then played Nameless and lost the game again. So they've already lost more games than Zen and Atto have. Maybe MENA is stronger. Rule 1 versus Vitality, 14-minute OT game was insane. True. True. Now that being said, Dark and No One could still be on a Zen Atto-like run. They have only lost 1 game. They've actually got the best run of any of the 3-0 teams so far. Dark, No One lost a single game. They could be repeating the Zen Atto dominance. Team Falcons have lost 2 total games, and so have NWPO, DRALII, and TRK Ghazi also lost 2 games. Thank you for going live early. Hey, no problem. Chat, you guys know what I'm thinking about a lot today? Did any of you guys have gamer neck or like gamer shoulders? I don't know when it happened. Maybe from the years of working an office job and then being a gamer as well. But I have serious gamer neck and shoulders. And I'm working to get rid of it. Everyone just fix their posture. I just woke up one day and was like, how come my neck sits so far forward? I'm only barely exaggerating. So now I think it helps with the lower back as well. You know, so just lower back, upper back, neck. Just gonna have a huge neck. Yeah, dude. I was like, wait a second. Why do I look like Gamer 1439? I look like Gamer 1439, and I need to fix that. So, all right, now let's check you for scoliosis. Chat, I have a question for you. Can you guys easily do this? Because I see this brought up, right? And I'm like, this is like super hard. Is this supposed to be easy? Maybe this is a great exercise for me. You stand, stand against the back wall. Your wall, obviously I can't go to the wall because I'll be out of frame and there's a desk there and stuff, but stand up against the wall and then you put like the back of your fists against the wall and then do a little stretch. I think if you don't have insane forward shoulders, it might be easy for you. But for me, it's like, oh my gosh, this is impossible. Is this supposed to be comfortable? So I think I have insane forward shoulders that I'm gonna try and roll back and fix the gamer neck as well. We'll see if I can fix it. You've had gamer neck ever since you crashed your skateboard into a parked car. Oh, brutal. Engage your core and it's easy, but you have to be mindful about it. Sounds like somebody who doesn't have incredibly rolled forward shoulders. The exercise is said to make a double chin, so I might just stream like this to fix it. Is it advantageous to play Rocket League in that position? No, that I don't care. Live and die. You know who might have gamer neck or rolled forward shoulders in the future? If he doesn't do at least a little bit something about how he plays the game. RW9 is speedrunning gamer neck. Or is he though? Because he does have his head like pulled up and back because he's so far forward. And I mean, his shoulders though for sure got to roll forward. Not because his back is straight though. Yeah, there's actually a chance it's not that bad because his back is like pretty straight and he's like kind of pulling his head backwards because he's so far forward. But surely it can't be good for the shoulder. I don't know, dude. Whatever. He's young. Doesn't matter. Us 33-year-olds. This is what we gotta start thinking about. Just wait, dude. I'm just building. You know the all caps Feer Giga Chad? I'm gonna look like that. Just give me like 3 years. Year 1, posture. Strengthen the back muscles. Strengthen the neck. Strengthen the lower back. Year 2, gain 50 pounds of muscle. Year 3, grow a beard. Next thing you know, I'm the Feer emote. Gamers literally need to do yoga to balance it out. At what age will you grow back the hair? The Feer emote doesn't have hair. He's bald. So I don't need to bring the hair back. It's mostly teenagers and 20s. My YouTube audience is like late, not early 20s, early to mid 20s. Maybe even like later 20s. Everyone's age on YouTube is fake. I think that my audience might genuinely be around that age. I do think pretty often more people need to be thinking about how hand health these days. I play a lot of games and work from home in IT and I do a lot of hand stretches. Yeah, I could see that being the case. Chad, this is me watching a YouTube video on how to fix my upper back arch and gamer neck. I mean, I'm barely I like realized it earlier today. I'm like, huh, maybe sitting in this miserable position could have something to do with it. Crafty Games 50 and they have the 24 months tier 1. But I bet if I watch enough YouTube videos, it'll just get fixed no matter what I'm doing. Just watch it above your head.
Double exclamation mark emoji, double exclamation mark emoji, double exclamation mark emoji.
Do you guys think it would actually fix if I watched all YouTube like this? I have a feeling it might actually help. That'll help. It probably wouldn't hurt. But when does RLCS 1v1 start? Oh, somebody said that RLCS 1v1 practice came out for MENA. Or sorry, for EU. Let me go check that out. Be my lover boy. Bada-bum, boom, boom, boom. It feels like heaven, now I'm free. And all the boys, you wanna feel the heat. Bada-boom, boom, boom, boom. Just a boom. All right. MENA practice. It does look like our seeding was correct. Moxie, Zen, Nas, Raziers. Oh, sorry, Osoft, Raziers. Juke, Juicy Stizzy. Darku, Nugget is playing EU? Wait a second. I thought he was in South America. Nugget is playing EU ones. That's actually kind of interesting. I just figured Nugget. I skipped Nugget when I was looking at the leaderboard because I thought he was in Sam. He's back now. Donut Head, thank you for 13 months prime. I gotta not yell. Forgot, dude. There's actual like real humans in the world. Doctors in the living room doing like important stuff that actually can benefit the world.
Sup, nerds.
So I need to whisper. This is more important. Screaming at the top of my head that Donut_head has primed for the 13th time is probably more important. Okay, Jack did Q. Ooh, Atto, that's a free bracket because I hear he's not going to be playing. Dragster is the first name that is a high seed that I don't recognize. Tempo, Hyder, Vady. Vady raided today, right? W raid from Vady. Good prep today for the RLCS. Nightmare is also a name I don't really recognize. Trebla, Kiernan, Remedy, Brainiac. Remedy and Brainiac I don't really know. Alex, I do. Bisak, Momo, Talon, I do know. Wasn't Talon famously outed for having Silent play for him? Is it happening again? Your wife has been rocking around on a union phone calls all morning. I thought you said onion. What would be more important? Oh, Fairy Peak has that high of a rank. Fairy Peak's back. Fairy Peak makes it to Worlds. Wait, Jack is playing. He said he wasn't. He might just DQ like Atto. All right, chat. You guys want your Marbless? Is that what you're here for? Kind of upset to see Red Mob sign up for what? Not see Red Mob. Wait, he's on there. Red Mob was on there. We just showed him. He signed up. Are you kidding me? Red Mob wouldn't miss it for the freaking world, bro. You think Red Mob only wants to play thousands of show matches on my stream, but then when it comes time to make like thousands of dollars qualifying for top 8 of RLCS 1s, he's gonna be like, nah, not me. That's just not for me. I prefer no prize pool show matches. Tempo is queued up. In order to fix my posture now, I refuse to lean forward. I'm just gonna lean all the way back at all times. Chat said I have bad posture because I'm so muscular. YouTube chat did. They're nice over there. Do you think Dark will score pogo shots? No. I mean, I think it'll be rare if he does. I think he's mostly going to be locked in. I think that just like anybody else, if a pogo makes sense and it's the right play, he can do it, and he will. But I don't think we're necessarily going to see like an overly active amount. As his future remains unclear, apparently Jack is expected not to participate in both LCQ and EWEC LCQ. He will stay on the bench at GK. Ooh, I wonder if in order to play on another team, Jack had to give up his contract. Because if that were true, that plays into it a ton. Like Alpha 54, it's like, no, I'll take my cash from my MENA org. You know, Jack has moved to the bench, but will he actually even be involved with GK at all? Like, you're on the bench, but I'm assuming he was even looking into other teams and basically not caring about the current GK team anyways. Ghazi live playing with TRK right now if you want to watch. Ooh. Okay, that could be interesting. Is NWPO or DRALII going live for their POVs? I mean, they could maybe go live later. Am I not following Ghazi? Uh-oh. Chat, I might be getting exposed here. Ghazi _ RLL. I wasn't following him. Think he has follow alerts on? Maybe I could get a thank you. Call 511. Unlucky. No follower alerts. Tough. What can you do? He looks like he's not playing any Rocket League, to be honest. Looks like he's, well, it looks like he's trying to queue into games, but best I can do is way too intense anime announcements. I've been doing some more upper back workouts and stuff, and now my neck, I have a lot of neck pain. I'm actually taking that as a good thing. But also I think it's a 33-year-old thing. He was just in a game. Well, he's not anymore. Who did he queue up against last? Is he even searching? Shouldn't there be like a searching thing here? If he was searching. Oh, TRK said 1 minute. Well, you can all type special exclamation point Shmay in the meantime. You're scheduled to get back surgery? Ooh, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hope everything works out for you. Think Ghazi's about to send an invite to me. RW9 is playing doubles. Oh, nope. He went with Rawas. Hey, I'll get him next time. He probably at least thought about practicing and warming up with me. When does the next match start? 13 minutes. Feer randomly making poses when he's fixing his posture. Chat, this time next year, you're going to be like, Feer, are your shoulders too far back? Is your neck too perfectly aligned? Are your muscles a little bit too big? And you'll probably be right. To be fair, my back is not really in pain. It's not really a big, my back's pretty good right now. Oh, Duke of Sims. VIP coin flip. Again, I cannot fully pop off for this coin flip. There's important work being done elsewhere in the house. I'm trying to find my coin flip scene. Surely I'm about to see it. Do I not have it on here at all? Why would I take coin flip off? 1 second. Restart the countdown. First off, Rawas and Ghazi are getting absolutely cooked, and what a saved by their opponents. I don't know who they are, they're player 2 and player 3, or player 2 and player 4 because he has streamer mode on, but okay. Duke of Simps. What's it gonna be? I see everyone spamming Tails, which makes you think Duke of Simps said Tails first. He said Tails Aga. All right, we're looking for Tails. 250,000 channel points spent to become a VIP, but in order to do it, we need to see Tails. Bang. What a legend. L reaction, guys. There's doctors doing doctory things out in the main room. That's the best you're gonna get. Is a polite bang. Until I forget about it later when Dark hits a double pogo. Weakest bang of your life. Oh yeah, sorry. What is this game? This is Ghazi and Rawas getting absolutely cooked by whoever they're playing against. Can we tell by their cars who they are? That is an insane car. They're getting cooked by somebody in a slight clown car. These are bots. Are bots back? Slight wiggle. Ghazi's saying it's bots. Oh. Interesting. They're definitely smashed or trash talking quite a bit. But just about nobody has to play against bots recently. He reported them just now. Well, I feel like the streamer mode, is this helping him right now? It'd have been more obvious that he was playing against bots if he didn't have streamer mode on, because their names would have been clear. Oh, his quality's really fallen down. He can save replay and see it later. Yeah, I mean, they are getting absolutely destroyed in a surprising fashion. I think they're queuing MENA servers too. I would not expect Ghazi to lose this handily to very many people who are queuing MENA servers. They also have no tags. I haven't, like, if it was like NWPO DRALII or something, who's a team who could maybe cook them, they would have blue tags on. Don't like the secret player thing. Don't see the point. Yeah. It's good for like a Jinxie who maybe can't play the game on stream because he gets stream sniped too much. For like a low rated streamer with a lot of viewers, you probably get sniped a lot, and it would help to have the names anonymized and stuff. But the less I interact with the people, the better. It is a bummer for somebody like me who just wants to see, you know, is Ghazi playing against Zen? Is it Zen? How can I know? Oh, I don't get to know because he doesn't include it. That was Feer Jr. Who are Dark and No One's first opponents? DR. And DR is Rockin and Doffy, who are also Saudi Arabian. What happened to my... Dude, what is going on? Oh, there it is. Never mind. I'm just on one. Is marbles at the end of the stream or when? Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys rolled marbles. That is for 3 more minutes. Yeah, I know. We got to run it. We need to get 4 more players, though. All right, let's do it. Imagine he cancels it mid-race. The race should just about end before we... That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny to F. We're back. Very soon, very soon, very soon. Should be back. The marbles are still running, chat. It's all still fair. First hour F, predictable. Be interesting if it failed at like an hour every time. It is weirdly like dying way too frequently. And for some reason it dies just hard enough and long enough to sever the connection to Twitch. Then it's back within 2 seconds. Maybe 3 seconds. But then for some reason, OBS takes like 45 seconds to actually reconnect. That's why I can type to you guys as soon as it happens. And I'm already sitting there typing you like it's coming back. It's because I lose it for like 2 seconds, if even. And then from what I can tell, I'm fully back. But OBS takes like 45 seconds to get back. Ooh, Terry is telling me my test lobby is up. But that being said, it should be a bit. There's a prayer pause on mine though, right? Hikari! 1439 is your new mommy.
Fear rigged marbles with aids connected to usurp my throne.
All right, the lobby's up 15 minutes early. Terry typed exclamation point play. Noah Boa 369. I hate to believe, or I hate to say it, but it's gonna be you. I'd be pretty surprised if it's not you. Noah Boa. Heck, he says. What else can you say? See you in 2 weeks, brother. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to run some ads. We are going to pull up the Falcons practice. Team Falcons GG. No, it was Raven. IR2 Ben. And get ready for his games. Looks like Locust must have offered up to stream TRK Ghazi. One Locust. That's good to know. For when we want to watch them later. Cresper has just gone live for NWPO DRALII. And we're going to be doing the Dark No One match. What about Nush, Taruk, and Dr. No Ops? Will it be a show out today or is it watch party only? You know, it's kind of a mix because I'm going to be in lobby commentating. Let me go see. That guy got a Steam notification. And it made me think I got a message on Steam. But I did not. Let me join this match now. Before it's too late. It should be quite a bit of time before it's actually going to be playing anything. Should I play on Dark's team? Chat announcement. Me and Dark are teaming. For the RLCS. Okay, let me just pre-jump for this pass. Oh, see, I didn't know he was going to use the flip. This is a bit of a laggy server for me. Can we get a new one? Okay, let me see if... It looks like RW9 and KIILEERRZ are not playing yet. Let me pull up Cresper. He's also staring at practice. I am going to turn my audio off over here so we don't have to listen to that. This test lobby might actually start, but there's going to be 15 minutes before our lobby gets going. How am I going to know that it actually started? I don't know. I'm probably just going to have to check back and forth a bit, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Let's pull this. Is this the correct full screen? Yeah, okay. We'll do this. That way I can check if my game has started without you guys being affected.
ناس حق لا لا احلى من 2024. طقم تاريخي يا بس والله لا تحكمون على اللعبه انتم عاد زين. تخسي يا شيخ. انا فالكون يا ورع انا فالكون. اسمع يا لعبي.
Admin is going hard, dude. Is Rockin just logged in? Is he the player we're waiting for in my game? You're posing? I shouldn't be doing this pose. Just pushing my head forward.
مثل المباراة الحين يا عيال الخصم دخل باقي توهم يصلون. واللي ما صلي يقوم يصلي يا عيال.
I'm just waiting patiently.
طيب قسم بالله حصل يا انشد.
Looking jacked? I don't even care. Who cares about being jacked? The most important thing is looking like you have no gamer neck and your shoulders being rolled back. That's the new focus. Imagine you're jacked, but you're like a ball. Might still be sick, actually.
مع سسبك اللي مع سي عبد الله ضد وكلاس ترى يلعنون من تهويل يا عيال واذا صار بثي طيب يا عيال بلاش افلام يا عيال.
Got that Ninja Turtle build.
ستيمر فالكون ارحب يا حافظ وعليكم السلام والرحمه. اوه بينا.
It's like that scene from Pumping Iron where Arnold tells this massive dude he is posing small because he's curling in. Yeah, what an idiot. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. Let's see if Cresper is sitting in a test lobby too. When DRALII is in, you can start. Oh, looks like their game might start first. Wait, is Cresper? Is this game like actually gonna have game audio for the first time ever? No. Is he getting it from a Discord stream? Oh, Cresper, bro. You gotta get in that lobby though. Wait, what? Why are you Discord streaming this? That's what I'm looking at, right? On that lower.
عاد بكره يا عيال كل الايام بتنبث بث روكت ليج الرسمي فبنتابعها كلها ان شاء الله. بس اليوم لازم كل واحد ستريمر.
Please do not type to teams while they're in the series.
كلها تلعب نفس الوقت. شوي صعب الموضوع.
He said, "Hey guys, good luck, have fun," which the admin immediately said, "Yo." Stop that. Stop that. You think you're part of the team, you're not.
يوم النهائي نعرف مين اللي بيتأهل. يوم السبت. متى يبدون بكره الساعة 7 زي وقت اليوم. عليكم السلام يا حاكم. ارحب يا حاكم. عليكم السلام يا 7. ارحب يا
I can't believe Cresper is a Falcons. Alright, just checking to see if the other one started. This one has no game audio, which is like enough for me to prefer any other stream. 511 started their game. I need to pull that stream up. Oh, they're getting cooked. They're getting cooked, bro. It's over. They're already not dominating as much as Zen and Atto. Anyone know if Dark's games are being streamed? They're being streamed right here, gamer. Right here. We are sitting in the Dark lobby waiting for it to get started. And I cannot believe Cresper has a stream pause on Discord. What is going on? What is happening right now? Cresper, dude. How quickly did he get a Falcons jersey? Matar and Rez. Wait a second. Is DRALII playing from EU? They'll have to do a ping check for me to see. But I mean, that would be some serious copium. They should probably still win. Uh, 96 ping. Yeah, looks like probably from EU. That's similar ping the other way. And he's just holding. He's just holding the scoreboard over them, getting cooked. Cresper has joined Falcons. I know, which is crazy. I feel like he was the most outspoken Twisted Minds fan. Obviously, it was because you know, that was his team. Did his contract end with Twisted Minds, or did Falcons just do the Falcons thing where they're like, yeah, so we're gonna buy out that Twisted Minds contract and make it impossible to refuse to switch to the Falcons? Is Willie V in the... Is he doing the other team or something? Sultani. Yeah, wait. He is doing the other team. Dude, at one point the admins told me, yeah, Cresper, no game sound. Yo, is he pulling 3.5k on Kick, dude? The MENA community is in the Kick world, dude.
يا عمري يا نوبة يعني بهلواني تراني وشغال وحركات.
The MENA community loves themselves some Kick. When was the last time DRALII has been good? DRALII and NWPO beat Zen and Atto. So I'd say at the very least then.
Good luck, have fun.
His fun numbers actually work. First off, my fun number would be a full combination of all of the fun numbers. That's how it works. He's doing unique fun numbers, which means he probably didn't code them himself.
سماش
شمال احنا والله من زمان نمدح درالي ولا اقسم بالله من زمان من ايام كان من كوب شوفوا تغريدات يا اخوان اللاعب العربي درالي وما ادري وشو
اللاعب المغربي العربي درالي الحب ديالي وامدح
مشرفنا وافضل لاعب في الثريز وما ادري وشو
الله يسعد.
You think you can hit 3K on Kick? No. Yeah, I don't stream to Kick.
بس هي مناوشات خفيفه باش ما تحدث في كره القدم.
طبعا لا لابد يعني لابد.
عندما تتعارض المصالح.
الله يعطيه الصحة أخويا.
Is there no dark stream? We are going to be streaming Dark's games here in a moment. There's a 15-minute delay. But right now we're watching DRALII and NWPO get cooked.
يرحم والديك. الله يعطيك العافية يا حبيبي. شكرا يا قلبي شكرا. ويوم جاء فالكونز كنت امدحه حتى مبارياتنا في المينا. اوه تشغل الدقه حقت المغرب طول الوقت. ديما مغرب و انتماء للمغرب يا رجل.
Oh my goodness. What a pinch.
والله العظيم توستد محظوظ فيك انت وبرير يا حبيبي والله يطلق شهاده يعني نعتز.
How are RW9 KIILEERRZ doing? That was the series I wanted to watch, to be honest. But it's still test lobby. Dark's game has not started. We'll switch to it when it starts.
كل الفرق نعطيها حقها وزود. ان شاء الله انه ما نقصر مع احد.
ما كتب لي، ما قال لي محظوظ فيك توستد.
كتب عندي انه محظوظ فيكم انت وبرين كله.
الله.
Kick not having ads is such a plus compared to Twitch's forever ads done. That means they're being funded by gambling, right? I mean, they won't be able to do that forever. It's kind of like when what was the deal with Facebook? I think they were giving the 100% sub split. It's like, yeah, they're doing that because they're desperately behind and need to basically spend money to try and catch up. You can't get 100% sub split forever. And when you're playing from behind, you have to spend money. You have to take, you know, on loss basically. So Kick is just like, yeah, we'll not put out ads. We'll do whatever it takes to actually get some of the market share first. All right, Rez Matar win game number 1, dude. And this test lobby is the test lobby that will never end. It goes on and on, my friends.
Feer's Johnny boy, your score on 1 versus 1 show match with that Jack commentary win.
Past Rocket Pass items are coming back to Rocket League. Huh. What are you telling me? Feer versus Johnny Boy underscore I versus 1 show match with Abject commentary when? Oh, soon, real soon. Yeah, really soon. Please let me know once you're ready so we can start the series. Okay, chat, it might just be time for our series. Let me just make sure these are muted. They are all muted, right? All right, let's game our own games. Why don't we game our own games, gamers? How's about we game our own game? You know what I'm saying? Am I on full screen right now? No, I'm on borderless. Okay. Let's refresh this. Let's go here. Let's go audio. Let's go 90. Oh, they weren't asking me if I was ready. What? Please let me know when you're ready. Now, that's got to be them, right? They double no problems. DRALII NWPO lost their first game. Now, will they continue to lose? Who knows? Chat, are we just watching this series on Dark POV? Let's be honest. Are we just going to stay on Dark POV? Bringing back old Rocket Pass items is extremely lame. I'm not bothered by it. Might pause the game. Is it game time? Dude, I don't have to worry about rotation. I have someone else worrying about it. Good luck. This is the best of 5. Quick, type in chat. I'm going to type good luck, have fun during the series. See if Might is as, you know, of a rule stickler as that other lobby. Okay, you guys ready for the quietest chat here you go you've ever heard? Feer, in your opinion, what is the best 2s team that Dark has a realistic chance of beating? He went 3-0 in the Swiss, so I think that he could win a lot of good games. He's also 2,400 in 2s. So I just expect him to do well. I don't know. Chat, here we go. We got Dark and No One against Isrockin and Daffy. This is Dark POV, at least for now, as we watch RLCS 2v2s. We are in the lobby, and so we're going to be able to commentate a little bit as we watch this gameplay. Dark has been playing insane, and I know those of you who are watching this back on YouTube are excited to hear that he went 3-0 in the Swiss and is ready to see what he can do in RLCS 2s. Now, Dark and No One are one of the teams that went 3-0 through Swiss. TRK Ghazi, NWPO, DRALII, and KIILEERRZ. That is the company that Dark has found himself in here in this RLCS 2s. It might just be the format that he is going to end up playing the best in because, you know, ones has always been a little bit too safe of a playstyle necessary to win. Dark loves his high level speed, loves his high level mechanics, and with No One here around to help him out, we might just see absolute peak Dark. That being said, it's not going to be easy. He probably had one of the easier, you know, runs through the Swiss to get to this position. Still, nothing to scoff at going 3-0, and No One is going to not score first. It's going to be Dark as they go up 1-0 in this game number 1 of a best of 5. He literally beat Bibaba in ones. What decon is he using? Quick, everyone write it down. Write it down. We need it. 1v2 and winning. I know the jokes are endless when you have a player playing with the name No One. I don't know what it is about MENA, but they have tons of teams and names that are, you know, I don't know, play on words or whatever in English. I mean, obviously it's English name, but they have nothing. They have everything. They had anything, I think. They have No One. They have sleeping. They have nightmare. It's like, are they doing this on purpose? I don't understand. I don't understand how they have so many that line up so perfectly. They don't have a light, though, to pair with Dark. Dark has also brought his question mark back. That's how you know his aura is fully back. Nice save by No One, because Dark for a while did take his question mark out. Dark was looking for a double reset there. Unable to find it. Nice little redirect as Daffy and Isrockin get a little bit of passing back and forth. Was that No One going for a pogo? We stayed on Dark POV, but I believe that was No One going for a pogo as well. Do we have two top-tier pogoers? Air triple bump. No One will drop it into the bottom left, and it's 2-0 in favor of Dark and No One. Dark sat dashing his way back to this corner boost. Instant flip on the ball to get it out ahead before Daffy can make a play. They'll chase this down and allow Daffy to clear it around him. No boost going to be available for him here. He's hovering around the net for a second to try and see if he's going to need to help out No One. No One handled it well, though. Dark to the corner will be denied. We haven't watched too many twos matches from a single POV. It's kind of interesting to do so. Sometimes, every once in a while. Oh my goodness, what a save. Absolutely absurd save. Dark was going for a reset. No One makes a couple really nice ones, and now Dark maybe going the other way to try and score. No One has played really, really well. You know, obviously we're interested in Dark. We haven't seen Dark play in a long time, which is why we're, you know, kind of hanging out on Dark POV to see where he's been. There's been flashes of brilliance from him, but there's no question that No One is 50% of this team as well and has been playing really strong. Isrockin going to throw this one away as Dark a chance to go for a DS challenge here. He's actually passing off the ceiling. One last touch is going to get red. It was a very aggressive dribble, but not one that's very likely to fool defenses, as he does not get a reset and takes it straight towards net. Here might be a better chance. 50 dropped into the corner. As him and No One haven't really had to deal with too many shots. There's been that one shot off of the Dark reset that got dunked straight towards net. This one denied by No One. He has been the savior here. I don't know if he has a savior medal already, but it feels like he's definitely been able to keep Isrockin and Daffy at 0. Isrockin up, intercepted by Dark. Dark and No One awkwardly together. Dark's gonna be the first one to challenge. Does get a little bit of the ball and a little bit of car as well. Pretty impressive double from Daffy to put it near the net. Problem is No One was more prepared for it than his teammate. And Wait, that actually no one was more prepared for it than his teammate. Makes it sound like his teammate was prepared, which his teammate wasn't. It was no one that was prepared, which is the opponent. Anyways, I'm sure that's gonna happen a few more times. Dark not able to pre-flip back outs. Rotating out to midfield. Not too worried about trying to help. No one here. Redirect's going to be easily saved. Savior medal for Dark as he picks up 3. Doffy passing one infield, and Doffy and his Rocket are going to get on the board. Finally, it won't be a shutout here in game number 1. $11 left to go. Technically still possible for Israkin and Doffy to bring it back. Dark gonna back up, pop this one in the air, and is it an own goal? I thought for a second they were trying to own goal. Game number 1 gonna go to Dark and no one as they keep up their winning streak in this MENA 2v2 RLCS. Save replayed. Dark, no one. I don't know if the referee's gonna ready up. I don't want to be the one to hold him back. Team Saudi Arabia. Ref is probably changing the map before he readies up. W referee. Game number 2. In this upper bracket of the RLCS, we were talking about the various teams that went 3-0 and whether or not they'll be able to recreate what Zen and Atto have done recently. Zen and Atto dominated EU, dropped a singular game, if I remember correctly, early on in the Swiss to Toxic and Rebzy, and then went on to not lose a single one. So was anybody going to be able to recreate that in MENA was a question that was asked, and the answer is already no. I mean, basically no team is capable. 2 losses have happened for all the other top teams, with one exception. Dark and no one. Dark and no one actually have only lost a singular game so far as well. And so if they continue to win, they have to sweep through the entire bracket and win easily, which feels very optimistic. But for now, they have won their game number 1. So they continue to have not dropped a second game, and maybe, just maybe, could end up repeating what Zen and Atto did to EU. Now, I think in the past, the Middle East has had... Ooh, this is a tough position here for Dark and no one, but they are going to get out of it. Doffy was not able to get a strong shot, and now Dark using some dashing, probably jumped a little bit too far off the wall, and will not be able to recover. What was I saying before? Oh, yeah, we've seen MENA dominated by Falcons in the past, a little bit longer ago. There's probably a 3v3 tournament that the Falcons have not lost a single game, or at least gotten close to it, even though that's a little bit harder to do in 3s. That's just how dominant Falcons have been. Not anymore, obviously. Falcons missing their first major, and really no team dominating to that level in MENA. But I never expected EU to have that, and I wouldn't expect MENA to have it in 2s here either. In fact, Dark and no one are now playing from behind. There was definitely a lot of scoring opportunities for Doffy and his Rockin' in the first game, which is a couple really nice saves from no one, I would say, that kept them from being in it. But they're definitely more than in it now, as no one tries to get a dunk off the backboard. Dark is actually leaving that boost. I wonder if he just felt like, wait, this net is a little bit open. Delay from Dark to not shoot it directly into the defender, and instead try and go for a follow-up shot. No one might have actually been out of position here. I actually want to see no one POV for a second. He probably needed to just dunk on the ball. He was trying to recover back, did not have time to go to midfield. If anything, he needed to just dunk on the ball and try and buy a little bit more time, or rotate back a bit better. But for now, Dark and no one down as Dark reset off the back wall, tries to sneak it in near post, just not a quick enough shot. Is Rocket going to be there to get the save, as Dark will rotate back to pick up the back corner boost. Dark resets on an air dribble, got one more right as the challenge came in. I think that was actually an intentional rotation from Dark to bounce off the post quickly. This is free. Oh my goodness, it was almost not free. This should have been the freest goal ever for Daffy and his Rockin'. And yet Dark, who I thought was just like, you know, rotating back for really no reason, almost got the save. Like, they almost flubbed that shot enough that Dark recovered and guided it away. But ultimately, it is Dark and no one potentially losing their chance to copy Zen and Atto in domination in twos. No one. 50 in this one. There's that little zap dash that we see from Dark so often. One thing that I've noticed watching his POV, it's been a while since I've watched Dark gameplay, is it doesn't seem like he's over dashing as much as he used to. You know, around the time that dashes were getting popular, he was just spamming him like crazy, putting himself out of position. Right now, I'd say he's had pretty clean use of dashes in order to try and set up opportunities. But right now, everybody's been diving in too deep. Specifically, no one who was around to save every play before has now been getting a bit more aggressive in attempts to try and see what he can do on offense. And it's a 4-0 lead for Israkan and Daffy. It's not Israkan, it's Israkan. Oh no, oh no. An essential forfeit? Does no one need a pause? The referee might tell them they have to start playing. You can't go next. I think the ref is going to tell them they have to start playing. Maybe this ref is a bit cooler, a little bit more chill. We can't. So just do a team pogo off. No one with the fake forfeit scam, 50 into goal. Actually, genius play. They're on the board, and now they have a chance to score 3 more with a minute left to go. The Twins are streamed. They're streamed at IR2VEN, I think is how it's spelled. You just go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia has the streams. And you should be able to see NWPO DRALII over at Cresper's stream. And you should be able to see TRK Ghazi at 1 Locus, I think is what I remember seeing. So you should be able to find them. Exclamation point bracket is your friend here. You guys want to give me updates on NWPO DRALII? They lost game 1. I would guess that they would win the series 3-1 still, but you never know. Oh, Ghazi is live streaming his own POV. Wasn't sure if he went offline at some points. Game number 2. Going to us Rockin' and Daffy. Or sorry, should I just say Rockin'? I think is what chat's telling me. Instead of is Rockin'. Rockin' and Daffy. And we got the spectator bug. Is that... I wonder if the admin gets a spectator bug. Or is he going to be able to switch the map? Or is he going to tell everybody that we have to leave? Did the referee maybe not get the bug? Or is game 3 about to be on Forbidden Temple? We're all just sitting here. How have they not fixed that yet? I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm the only one not readying up. We made it to DFH, so it might have been just me. Game number 3. Dark and no one against Rockin' and Daffy. Dark with an aggressive challenge to dunk Daffy, and now trying to stay on the ball. Has kept this in play. Missed a bit of a dash there. Oh, no one getting a fortunate dunk right back into his own car. And no one, after trailing basically the entire game. Oh, Daffy. I mean, that is just kind of fortunate. Daffy probably should not be saving that back into no one's car. And I think if Daffy leaves it, Rockin' might even save it. As the Dark and no one goes Spanish kickoff. Dark unable to make any contact. It's rock on, not rock in, rock on. Okay, guys, I'm blowing it. I'm out here blowing it. Per usual. Takes a bit for my American brain to wrap around. What I need to do is I need to hear the Arabic commentators say, oh, nice bump from rock on. Closer? Maybe. Dark gets beat. No one hanging out on the back wall with 0 and gets bumped down. Dark trying to snipe the near post, I imagine. Unable to get it in, as he has a boost spawn directly underneath him. No one gonna go for a dribble. Dark just waiting out where he expects the clear to go. Daffy does a good job dropping it away. And into the guy's name I cannot say. Rock on. Dark, surprising he's able to get the second reset to make a defender miss. Not really on target though. Dark will intercept. No one backing off. Not going to let Daffy take a ball for free. Doesn't want to miss and leave Dark all alone. We've seen that as a mistake from this team a bit before. As Dark trying to get a flip pancake, little pinch pop out. Now no one to Dark. Placement needs to be perfect, and it's just a little bit off. Crossbar down and out. As Dark and no one looking to stay aggressive. Dark turning back infield and going straight for a demo. Able to save this one. No one in a 1v1, but a tough position. He's not able to pick up the ball quickly. Dark had a tough time saving this one. And Rockin'. Rock on. It's rock on. Can't. Someone said British can't. Can't. I don't know. Is it like rock on? Rock can. No matter how much you guys type it, I'll never get it. Isn't that fun? Dark. Is it like raw can? Maybe that's what it is. Daffy, nice flick pop, in and out. Dark recognizing that's not the play, but either way, he's in a tough position and not likely to make the save. As Daffy and Raw Can are absolutely cooking right now. No one demoed. What a passing play. Oh my goodness gracious. What is going on here? Rockin' slamming a perfect pass. Daffy reads it, and then, oh, it doesn't get better than that placement. What a beauty of a shot. Dark, not a good enough clear. I'm thinking we're getting into forfeit territory here. We saw them essentially forfeit in a game they weren't allowed to. But maybe now they know they're not allowed to forfeit. Wait, this actually worked out. It was like a weird Spanish, even though it shouldn't have been. Did the other team Spanish? Is that why? Oh, Daffy delayed and then allowed Dark to get the demo. This is definitely winnable game for Dark and No One. No One. Air dribble cringe. Didn't connect on the cringe. Dark gets bumped off. Cringe. Oh my goodness, he tried to wave dash land, I feel like, but instead he just kept himself in the perfect spot for a great dunk. As this boost will get picked up. Oh my goodness, Daffy is the Pogoer. Who had that on their bingo card? Daffy and No One, the two Pogoers, I think, so far. 10 boosts left over and a dream. Ooh, interesting. Reverse landing. If No One had made contact, then they would have scored. Ooh, a trade. So, Rockin. Oh, my, the placement from this orange team right now is just impeccable. Another perfectly placed shot from Rockin. Dark. Fading away. Bumping and now on 0 boosts. No One. Soft touch. Dark, though, couldn't really keep it in play. We're gone. Leave the first A. Raka. You put so many A's, though. You put 3 A's in it. Am I supposed to say it? Rakan? Because everyone else is saying it's like can. Who's No One? A tough question to answer, obviously. Because No One is No One. Everyone is No One until there's someone. Huh. Is that based? I would 8 to be Dark and No One right now. Dark sidewall pogoing for the fans. A tough game 3. Dark and No One won game number 1. But have let in a couple doozies here to go down 1-2. Can't? Is that how British people say can't? Game number 4 in this upper practice. Dark rotating back after being unable to get a side wall air dribble going. Got to reset around 1, and another reset pop throws the ball to the net, but not with enough power to really be threatening. No One's on 0 boost right now, which I mean the player No One is on 0 boost. Not that everyone has some boost. No, because No One had no boost. Anyways, Dark. $50 in the corner. No One trying to hold it steady in the midfield. No One and Dark maybe finding themselves on low boost a little bit too often as No One starts to dribble. Dark. Not going to have an easy time scoring this. He's going to try and use his teammate. I like this double reset pass. Probably the only way he actually breaks through the defense there. He's rotating back now. Daffy and his rockin' pass intercepted. No One just DC'd. Surely. His controller DC'd or something. Right? Shouldn't have No One turned... Like, I thought No One should have turned in and maybe taken advantage. But he just, like, slowly went up the wall and then came back down in very controller disconnected fashion. But, you know, they don't get a pause anyways, I don't think. So maybe they're just playing through. Actually, they might be able to get a pause. They just can't get a forfeit. Dark. Collecting a low air dribble. Has no one waiting out in the midfield. Might fake pass to him. No, goes for a wave dash. So throw towards the nets. No one retreating with boost this time, as opposed to when we've seen these guys running back with 0 after a failed attack. Just about 2 minutes in. And no goals just yet. Dark. Slight redirect on the final bit of the dribble. Does get saved by Doffy. Dark having to go all the way back to his own back corner to pick up 100 boost. No one. Good force to get Doffy to get rid of the ball. Dark didn't want to fall for a fake challenge there, but ultimately did roll the ball right into Rakan. Dark. Quick half flip to take advantage of the fact that there was a miss. Pre-flip, though, still won't get enough power. I mean, that's what has really been missing from Dark's shot attempts that we've seen. Very creative, very quickly set up, I would say. But the final touch, just not with enough heat to kind of make a defender miss. No one saw that this one was not on target. It's going to pass forward to Dark, who's playing on 0 boost, and his hook shot is actually going to get credited as a shot attempt and a save, even though I felt like it was going to be off target. No boost in the midfield for Dark. So he'll have to pick up the back corner. Doffy going for a double. Dark did not get the read. No one is not around. No one was gone. But it worked out because they were not able to get a quick double. Dark intercepts this air dribble. No one needs to find a way to get Dark back involved without handing the ball to Doffy, but he did just give it directly to Doffy in the corner. Ooh, Dark read this chip. Can he flip it over the top? This may be a pass to no one. No one shot is in. Dark and no one on the board. We'll watch a little bit of no one POV for the goal replay. Dark got the beats, and inside the smoke was Rakan. Unable to stop the shot. Dark taking the midfield 100 while no one steals the attacking corner. Actually, a great start boost-wise for this duo. Dark found himself a little bit too into the play, though. Is able to steal the back corner. Now, on the air dribble. Reset. Shot low! Dark hasn't been able to break through with his aerial game just yet. He's had a few different full-field air dribbles. The way to get a little bit more power, maybe go to the ground. And I think the big reason why is that he had not been challenged, or he'd been challenged in the air up until now. No one is asking if it's possible to get a pause. The referee is not pausing. Feels like an answer. Oh, he's just going to give you a pause after the kickoff. Or do you really think no one was just asking, like, is it possible to pause? Okay, you don't want to pause now. You don't want to pause now. Remember that thing I said about pause? I take it back. I want to let Dark cook. Reset backboard double. Maybe a bit of an own goal with the orange trail. Be careful when you actually call the pause now, because it's definitely not a good idea to call it, at least for a bit. Don't want to let them think that that goal needs to come back. Bump from Dark. No one scores. But, dude, I'll tell you what. If I was a referee, I'm absolutely pausing when I get asked, can you pause? I'm not just assuming that he's wondering, hey, in the future, will it be possible to pause? Dark. Zapdash recovering. Doffy, that's not a good enough clear. Oh my goodness, that's a good save though. How did he save that? You don't have perms? I'm not the one with perms. I'm just in the lobby as a spectator. There's an RLCS referee who has control and just said, yes, I can pause, but didn't. Dark and no one. Now up 5-0. This was a little bit of a pass from the orange team. Good shots from no one. No one. Ooh, was trying to pogo. A little pinch. Pre-flip. Insanity from Dark. They're trying to bait him into a bad challenge. Slowly reversing. Literally said I could, but I won't. To be fair, no one asked for a pause. The thing about admins is they're just Giga Chad rule followers. Nobody follows the rules better than admins. And I bet you the official rule is like you have to type P or the word pause. And so he's sitting there, arms folded, like, you didn't say P. You didn't say P, so I'm not pausing. Which is exactly what admins should be, by the way. Admins should just be like robots that execute the rules at perfection. Game 5, Dark and No One versus Dafi and Israkan. Just like we love in RLCS MENA. Not a single game has been close. Absolute blowouts both ways. Just a slugfest, haymaker after haymaker of games. Nobody standing a chance in the final seconds. Maybe that'll change here in game number 5. Dark hanging out near the ball, I think, for a second to make sure he didn't need to protect it. But when Dafi fully left, he did take it to the back corner for the 100. Dark loves his full rotation back to boost. I feel like I see this a little bit more often in these games than I see in other 2's games. To be fair, we don't watch one POV very often, so maybe it's just that POV always switches away from the rotator whenever they're going back. This is actually a pretty convenient pop for Dark into an aerial, but oh my goodness, that might have turned into a bump. Dark keeps it around, or sorry, No One keeps it around, and Dark gives him a little high five to try and keep him away. That flick, not nearly strong enough to be scoring, as Dark is able to save it. Gonna have to defend on 27 boosts. Raken has a reset. No One blocks it, which doesn't mean that No One blocks it. It means the player No One blocked it. No, is No One the most inconvenient name to have? Dark gonna get bumped on the goal line after we saw No One miss. No One turns in, overshoots here, and then it's gonna be okay if Dark doesn't get clipped on the way back, but Dark does get clipped, which means we're on track for a Dafi Raken domination. I think my plan is to just try and say Raken different every single time I say it. That way one of them will be right. No One, follow-up, takes it high. Both players up, so Dark's continuation is potentially going to be available, but Raken did a good job of not allowing any openings. Stayed glued to the wall with his bit of boost that he had. Dark, pop-up, Dafi, beat on the follow-up. 0 boost floating down. Not much we're going to see from Dark from here on out. No One needs to be careful not to get bumped. It's been a lot of demo plays. Dark so confident, though. Passes to himself off the post and even tries to wave dash to get something going. No One actually has Dark upfield. Doesn't want to go for the pass, though. Plays the solo play, and Dark just can't quite get there in time to get the follow-up off the crossbar. No One gets one beat. Dark needs to be around to finish this off, but went out to the midfield. I feel like there's a chance if Dark had, believed in No One's opportunity a bit more, he might have been around to dunk that in and not allow it clear, but either way, it'd probably been tough. No One pops this up high. Dark knows these beats. No One, nice beat. Dafi, high double. Dark didn't once respect it. Knew that No One was going to have it covered. Dark gets another big reset to try and bring this on target, and won't find it. So he will head back into his own half. He's going to turn in challenges. He sees No One retreating, forcing Raken into the air. Still very little boost for Dark. Raken going to back pass it. This one's going to respawn for Dark. Someone needs a challenge. Dark's the only one with boost, so probably has to be him, as he's now used all 100 of what he just got to save the shot that came from it. No One. Oh my goodness, No One. I thought was going to be passing out to Dark instead. Almost own goal, but crossbarred and kept it out. Minute 30. There's No One and Dark running out of time. No One immediately dunked on the sidewall setup. Raken, his pass, not good enough for Dafi to risk it, especially not with a 1-0 lead. This is a great opportunity. No One is around. He's going to get a 50. Dark has boost, and it's going to get a perfect setup on the side wall. This is where Dark shines the most. Will he be able to get something going? He's just going to go for an air dribble bump. No One could have a follow-up. Faked the initial shot, tried to go low. And Raken has kept the ball out of danger. Dark moving quickly. Wants to force the issue to the back wall. Doffy won't be able to stop the... Oh my goodness, he won't be able to stop the double, but he does stop the read off the double. As he prevents Dark from putting one on target. Dark going to take over again. He loves his sidewall dribbles. He's trying to get to them. Doffy intercepts high on the ceiling. As Dark tried to pass it infield to no one. But it did not make contact. Dark, another chance in the air. 30 seconds, tons of boost, reset, pass one, needs a bump, tries to connect on it. Does not work. No one left alone now, having to defend this reset. Not tough for him though. Bit of a dive in from Doffy. Ooh, good touch. That was such an important touch after Doffy dove in too deep. 1-0 game, may just end here. First game down to the wire. That wasn't just a blowout. No one, pass out ahead. Is he gonna go for a double? Redirect by the orange team. Dark gets dunked. That'll hit ground. Dark is out of the match before it hits the ground. Game number 5 goes to Israken and Doffy as they advance in the upper bracket. GG's. GG's. All right, chat. We need to quickly decide where we're going to go next. I don't know if the next round has started yet, but we could probably stay upper bracket. I think staying with the winner's bracket makes the most sense. That's not the song I meant to play. But it does mean we're probably double up on... Do you guys want Falcons? Is this one already going? Let me see. It might be too late. Falcons might have already started, and I'm assuming they won't want us to hop in. Nope. Falcon stream is watching me, so... Falcon... I see myself on the Falcon stream, so I don't think they've started yet. I'm waiting until I can potentially see myself. Ah, there I am. That's me. So I don't think the Falcons have started. Maybe we can just go to the Falcons. Chat quick. Type 1 if you want Falcons. 2 if you want NWPO DRALII. And if you want something else, type 3, I guess. Falcons, NWPO DRALII, something else. Pull. Falcons, NWPO DRALII, or something else. Ooh, chat wants NWPO DRALII big time. Okay. We knew NWPO DRALII. Are they won their last round, I assume? They're going to be world champs against Nameless or Rafa. Why are you typing Ooh, Dr. Known Ops beat Dark. If Dark is still in it after this next round, we'll probably go back to Dark game. Let's go, dude. RLCS referee, aka Terry, has pulled me into the lobby. NWPO DRALII, which by the way, I do think I have a Saudi Morocco. And I don't know who their teammates are, but it will be a full Saudi team. Okay, I actually need to use the restroom real quick. So I'm going to do that. BRB.
Rocket League.
Feer joined voice chat. Tiny Terry said something. Chat, tell Feer to join party chat. Match. Oh, got it. Boston Tottenham. That's a good game, actually. Boston Tottenham. Final 60 seconds of ads right now. Exclamation point play. Ain't no way. I have no ads right now. He wants me to run ads, but we can't. We already ran them. No RLCS items allowed. Really? Dude, you can't even use your own team's RLCS decal? That's surprising to me. Pauses, type P or pause and let me know what's going on. See, told you. Giga Chad, previous admin who refused to pause on but Amir. Can you pause? Question. They can, but neither of them are playing for their teams. Just have decals for their team. Oh. What? DRALII should, for sure should have a Falcons decal. And NWPO should for sure have a Twisted Minds decal. I don't know what Terry means, but well, why can't they both just wear the two different decals? I just don't know why that's a rule. Listen, W admin enforcing the rules. I just don't know why. Hot take: Zen is winning 1v1 champs. Make sure to wait for 7 spectating. Huh? There we go. We got NWPO and DRALII versus Mawson and Tottenham in the game to go to top 8. This is RLCS 2v2. We watched NWPO and DRALII beat the best 2v2 team in the world. I'll go ahead and say it. Maybe that's controversial. After watching what Zen and Atto did to all of EU, I think it's just, it would be unwise to predict anyone else as the best team in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and say they are. But NWPO and DRALII beat them. So does that make them the best team in the world? I don't know. It's a show match. They have a chance to prove it for real in the World Championships. And the way they can do that is qualify by winning this 2v2 tournament. They have Mawson and Tottenham, two mainstays over on the other side of the field that we have seen play a lot of MENA RLCS. NWPO literally just bumped DRALII for them to score. This is just how it goes sometimes. NWPO. Oh, actually, I think it's DRALII. I'm going to blame DRALII, actually. In retrospect, watching the playback again, NWPO was making a play on the ball, and DRALII just, like, slammed him. He must have been no ball cam. I should have gone back and seen what was going on with him. But either way, NWPO DRALII, they lost game 1. I wasn't able to watch the rest of their previous series, but they lost game 1, and I said that I would predict them to win 3-1 even after losing game 1. Did that happen, or did they end up going to a game 5? NWPO will put his duo on the board on a nice air dribble. Is there a way to watch Dark versus Nush? I'm not sure. Nush Taruk is playing Dark No One down in the lower bracket. I think it's best to stay in upper bracket. There's a good chance that one of our favorite players, well, there's a guaranteed chance one of our favorite players will not advance. As we love watching Dark and Nush on this channel. Have watched them for a long time. But I'm not sure anyone is live streaming that. Toplam on a carry to the back wall, gonna get dunked. Crushed Ice Cube, saving the 6 months prime. Shout out Mawson. He's been playing forever. Yeah, Mawson playing on those early Rule 1 teams, or actually later Rule 1 teams. I think Natter might have been originally the player on the first Rule 1 teams. But Mawson at times, you know, a rock to join the Twins duo before the Twins got yoinked away, as seems to often happen in MENA. NWPO wants a nice double off the backboard. Not going to find it. DRALII is going to let this one just roll in. I want to watch DRALII POV on this challenge. DRALII picks up the midfield 100, has a 1v1 with Toplam, and he decided to turn in, I think, and thought, all right, if I turn in now, I can prevent having to play a 1v1, which I don't want to have to do. But in that moment, Toplam read that and just accelerated the ball and gets a goal for Mawson and Toplam. DRALII into the air on a dribble with 2 recovering orange defenders. NWPO tried to bump one, but the other one makes the save. NWPO aggressive as always, hoped to turn in to make something happen, but unable to break through. NWPO lob forward. Interesting redirect from DRALII directly in front of the net. It's actually hard. You know, any direction you redirect it, you're probably just throwing it off target. They tried to make something magical happen. As NWPO is going to let them dive the ball into the back wall. He doesn't mind if they do that. He'll take his free possession. What a shot placement and what a save from Toplam to cover that top right corner on 0 boost. DRALII chip over one, and now heading back to his own half. NWPO and DRALII both with 100 boost to work with. Instantly challenged, though, as they're not able to get out of their own half. DRALII going to try and do it now. Mawson, 50 in the midfield. Toplam quick on the ball. These guys are not going to make it easy on what is the #1 seed out of MENA, NWPO and DRALII. A lot of people have either NWPO, DRALII, or RWAS KIILEERRZ being the ones that are going to come out of the Middle East to represent MENA versus SAM, which will be what the semifinal is before they get the chance to play either NA or EU, depending on who wins. Mawson over the top of NWPO. Just DRALII to beat, but it's easier said than done. He does it, though, as Mawson is able to get a reset off the ceiling and use that faking all the way down to the ground like he's going to take an air roll shot. Instead, empty jump in to reposition and then put an air roll shot behind DRALII to make it 3-1. DRALII is potentially playing from EU, as people have speculated. They asked what is DRALII's ping. He's playing on 88 here in this twos tournament with NWPO, which is very realistically an EU connection to MENA. I feel like MENA's connection for some reason has always been a bit better to EU than the other way around. We haven't seen a lot of EU players play any show matches on MENA, maybe because the MENA players are just always willing to basically take the ping L and play the whole series on EU. But maybe this is what that ping might be like if we saw that a bit more often. when I saw Monkey Moon, who played at least some games from Europe in the RLCS, he was rocking yellow ping. He had 100 something, I thought. So this is actually pretty good connection, I think, for DRALII if he's playing from EU. But this game number 1 for sure going to go to Mawson and Totham, the older guard of MENA, holding it down right now. DRALII, I think, has got to be basically the newest possible guard as an import, at least in MENA terms. Although I don't know how much older Mawson and Totham really are than NWPO. I bet Totham is. I think he's been a bit older. Mawson was kind of a youngster too, though, around the time of Rule 1, I think. Older than the twins, but not terribly older. Technically a chance here with 11 seconds. A, Spanish kickoff does not take more than 5 seconds. So if they had executed it twice, maybe they could have tried to steal back this game, but NWPO's dribble, even if it goes in, is going to take way too much time. Decent pass. DRALII, did end up scoring. It almost didn't. DRALII had to throw it at NWPO. If he had shot this immediately, would they have had a second to try and score? He put it right on NWPO, and then NWPO popped it back up to him for their 3rd goal. But the winner is Rafa, as they'll go up 1-0 in the series. And somebody left. Dude, did admins just not get the bug? Is it only my bug? This only happened to me? Because last time this happened, the admin was still able to change the lobby. Maybe they have special accounts or something. Because or maybe they know a cheat code. Maybe Terry knows a cheat code. You could tell me when you get this bug, how to get out of it. They're playing on Unreal Engine 6. Oh, I'm sitting here on Unreal Engine 3. If this happens to me, I'm cooked and need to remake. Oh, it just didn't happen to you. Interesting. So my account just like a sponge soaks up the bug and lets the admins not get it. Proverb, you're trying too hard, dude. Proverb, please. Game number 2. Taha, Mawson, NWPO, and DRALII playing in the upper brackets of the MENA RLCS 2v2 winner. Guaranteed top 6 and 2 lives in the final bracket. Mawson and Totham looking to try and make them the ones who get that extra life as NWPO pins this one away, but only for a moment. Mawson quickly follows it up to make it 1-0. NWPO dunk 50. Everybody misses. 3 different players miss, and then NWPO scores it. NWPO just has to watch everybody in the lobby unable to handle the ball that he just put in front of the net. And then turn back around and scored himself. NWPO popping this one up. Gets bumped back onto the wall. DRALII pre-jumping Mawson. When we saw NWPO and DRALII playing their best 2v2 against the Zenito duo, it was a very bump-heavy gameplay from DRALII. I wonder if we're going to start to see that a bit more from him as time goes on. I wasn't able to watch their first series, but when DRALII was running ahead, clearing out defenders, and letting NWPO do his magic, that was when they were able to see the most success. I haven't really seen them go for that strategy just yet. Instead, they're going to let NWPO do the creation, and DRALII will get the finish. NWPO round 1. Maybe protecting Totham. I don't know if I saw a bump there, but that was because of director cam POV. I think NWPO might have turned off ball cam and tried to get that bump. I've done the same play as DRALII now. Tapping in a free ball created by your teammate after they outplay both players is surely something we can all relate to. Boston trying to go over the top of the pre-jump by slamming into the ceiling. NWPO had that red still. NWPO double, forcing a save. DRALII putting it right back on target to force another one. NWPO, that speed is going to pay off. Getting up to this ball before anyone else can get to it. Does DRALII get a bump here? I don't know if he's just trying to get boost, but he does bump Mawson away. Does not let him recover, which forces Totham to be the only guy who has to make a save. And he is not able to. Why didn't NWPO choose TRK? I don't know. NWPO, when asked to play Zen Atto during the Dawnathon, selected Rawas to play with him. And then NWPO has now selected DRALII to play with him. Is there a chance we are overhyping the NWPO TRK 2's duo? Do they maybe not like playing with each other as much as we think they do at this point? I don't know. I think we've seen them play at least a couple show matches together. It's NWPO wall dashing back to make that save. I think the favorite for RLCS 1s right now is... Oh my goodness, Totham. Probably got to be Nas, right? Totham, great play off the ceiling to get the second. Or maybe NWPO. NWPO repeats, Nas, or Moxie. 3 most likely, right? Moxie if he's able to lock back in. But I don't even know if I would necessarily put Moxie in there just yet till he's proven the lock-in is real. And to be fair, he historically has always proved in that the lock-in is real. And come tournament time, has won. DRALII chasing down the bump. NWPO actually lacking a bit of power. Not something that's normally an issue for him. 0 boost, but even then, thought he would have found a way. Actually a perfect time for a tempo flick, I imagine. Where you ground pinch flick it, actually give it a ton of extra speed. Have to go back and see NWPO POV to be sure he could actually go for it. Atto for the Grand Slam? No, Atto is not playing 1v1. Even though he queued up for it, I've heard he's not playing it. Maybe someone was lying to me, to be fair. I haven't heard from Atto's mouth that he's not playing it. But other people said he said it. In which case he cannot get the Triple Crown, which would mean Zen and NWPO, the only 2 really with a chance at the Triple Crown, if you ask me. Anybody else is a bit of copium. DRALII gonna make it 4-2 as he catches and cuts this one in out of the corner. Apparently he changed his mind and he's gonna play now. And I can't tell if you're... I mean, Edgeable is liable to troll me, so I don't know. I don't know if... The way people said he wasn't playing before was like... I guess they did say he just wanted to relax or something. Maybe... We'll know tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is when the first games will be played for the 1s bracket, so if he doesn't DQ out then, we'll know. That being said, as Totham accidentally tees up NWPO for a freebie, you probably have to grind a bit more if you're Atto to be a Triple Crown favorite in 1s. I don't think he's been grinding 1s as much as he probably needs to win EU and then win the Worlds. But, you know, because his team is KC in 3s and his 2s team is Zen Atto, he's probably still the most likely to Triple Crown because his 3s team is so strong, very likely a favorite for Worlds, and his 2s team is a favorite. So the fact that he's already got 2 out of 3 is a big deal. I wouldn't say Twisted Minds, oh my goodness, DRALII, just infinite resets, are favorites in 3s. I mean, they made a grand final, but not nearly as much as KC. And then it's yet to be seen if NWPO and DRALII have that same level of domination that we've seen from Zen and Atto. Now, if NWPO and DRALII qualify, you know, I could very well see NWPO qualifying for ones as well and going for it all. Zen also needs a huge resurgence in ones if he wants to try and Triple Crown. Do you guys think the Triple Crown will still be possible after 2s and 1s quals end? So what I'm saying is, will somebody win both the 2s and the 1s? So for EU, either Zen or Atto will have to win the EU 1s to make it possible. In MENA, NWPO, or I mean, obviously nothing's been decided yet, but whoever wins 2s has to also win 1s. I hope we go into the World Championship with a Triple Crown potential, because it's just fun to pretend like it could happen, even though it is almost guaranteed to not happen. DRALII can make it in 1s. Not only that, Moxie, who is certainly not biased to France or French-speaking players, right? We can all agree. Said that he thinks DRALII will be winning in MENA. Game number 3. Triple Crown World Champion title. Dude, if you got a Triple Crown title, yeah, it's just, I don't even think it'll ever happen. It's fun to pretend like it might, but NWPO, insane save, by the way, to open up game number 3. Recovery to keep Toplum and Mawson scoreless. DRALII, nice follow-up shots. NWPO and DRALII, I hate to say it, dude, because it's like Zimmy copy pasta, but but Zimmy says that NWPO always gives game 1 to be nice to his opponents, and unfortunately, it does kind of look like that could be the case here in this series and in the previous one. I hate to say he could be on to anything, but Mawson, nice little reset down to the ground, gets the beats. You got 2 resets there, I think, at least according to the sound. Nas has a serious case of giving game 1s as well. If 2v2 and 1v1 gets added to majors, I don't know if it'll ever get added. Guess we'll see. You never know. You know, we added it to the majors. We added 1v1 to the majors, and then the first thing they did after was take it out of the majors. And I don't necessarily disagree. Unless you start doing a little bit more brackets or something and giving it a little bit more credits. Keeping it at the World Championship is probably just fine. Look at this counterattack from NWPO and DRALII. NWPO snipes out a forward pass, and what a read from DRALII. 150 km/h counterattack. Ball was on their own back wall, but seconds ago. NWPO looking at a relatively open net. Not very likely that Mawson is going to be able to get back to this one. Mawson was going to pick up midfield 100 and still wasn't able to cover net. I mean, I'm sure Topham was expecting to not lead to an immediate goal if he didn't connect on his challenge. DRALII, don't think he would have been able to score if he had put it on target. I do think the player was there to save. NWPO's going to let Topham run away. DRALII wanted to bump on Mawson, but didn't connect on it. He actually flipped through, expecting Mawson to anticipate the demo, but Mawson didn't. He could have just stayed grounded and probably destroyed him. DRALII is just playing tag. He's not even in the game right now. He's just demoing Totham and then following him to get him again. But like I said, this is when they played the best. DRALII and NWPO, when they beat Zenatto, had DRALII essentially just playing tag, and NWPO being the one to create goal-scoring opportunities. Roas is no longer available for show matches. When will he be back? He said he might get back into ones after twos is over. So we'll see. You never know. Maybe we'll get a chance to have some more Roas matches as he gets prepped for ones. Boston, nice fake, low 50. Still in this game. This pivotal game number 3. DRALII might just score this. I was going to say, there's a chance he puts one on target. It's a tough angle, but Totham had left a window open. Austin slamming this against the back wall in order to take advantage of how far in DRALII had crept. Just airing it out over the top of him. Just like NWPO does right now. Out to the midfield. Austin just a bit too awkward the whole time. Never felt like he could get control of the ball. Doing his best to try and fake. Didn't really work out. As NWPO and DRALII head the other way. NWPO just trying to use speed to get the beat. Totham has to save. Austin leaves it for Totham. Late recovery from both players, I imagine. DRALII seems to be trying to take advantage of that as he just immediately side flips a shot towards net. And it does get saved, but why initiate an extended attack? DRALII got his demo. He likes playing tag. It's working out well for him. And now needs to backflip this to NWPO. Actually decided not to go all in on that. NWPO high pop. DRALII got bumped. Is going to land on the back wall and make the save. Oh my goodness. DRALII got forced to completely improvise his defensive position, but he did just fine in that situation. And still made a save, almost like that was the plan all along. NWPO is going to get a freebie here as Mawson and Totham may be turning up the aggression. Down 1 in these final minutes. Mawson was just expecting NWPO to leave that ball for him. I mean, surely he jumps and tries to 50 if that weren't the case, but they're both low on boosts. And NWPO and DRALII very likely to secure game number 3. NWPO always donates the first game to be nice. He created the Earth and the Unverse and the Rocket League ball, so he feels like he should be nice and give the first game to Jack. Oh, this is when he was playing against Jack, I imagine. Boston, right, reached that shot. And now within 33 seconds, Austin and Totham could bring this one back. DRALII really just putting one to the back wall that he knows he can follow up. Not necessarily trying to shoot. Just trying to keep the ball in front of his team and enable them to waste out even more time as they look for opportunities. NWPO chip over. Nobody going to be diving on that from NWPO DRALII, but Totham, what an actual insane save. I mean, it's not going to matter, but he saved it, then side flipped under the underside of the net in order to get his wheels back on a surface. It was actually ridiculous. Mawson made the real save that mattered. They have this ball in the air. Flick to the backboard. DRALII pins it up with a save. NWPO sends it to the ground. And game number 3. Going to go to NWPO DRALII as they are 1 win away from top 6. Why is the ball different and not the World Cup ball? Because it's a private match. When NWPO and DRALII play next match, I mean, they're still playing this one. So in about 30 seconds or so, they'll start playing again. But if you mean after today, it'll be tomorrow. Around a similar time as the matches today. Flash Daddy name of the 16 months prime. NWPO and DRALII versus Mawson and Totham in game number 4. Proof that Fear only reads the messages he can sarcastically dunk on. No, no. I'll never beat the allegations. I'm only reading nice messages that I cannot dunk on from here on out. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm not supposed to say anything about how Jorgen just said clock word. I just have to let that fly because that'd be sarcastically dunking on the misspelling. So I just have to be super gracious to all of chat and not once ever make fun of them. You guys promise to do the same, right? Can we get a deal? You guys extra nice to me and I extra nice to you. Fear is the most handsome I've seen all day. Oh, thank you. I'm not on screen right now, but I'm gonna just go ahead and assume you somehow know. Fear, I love your streams. Answer this. Aga. Brouch! Thank you for the prime. Dark is playing. He is probably playing right now. There is no stream. If he wins, we'll probably... Well, actually, we'll probably jump into that game either way. Because I imagine NWPO, DRALII, and KIILEERRZ will probably both make it through. And then I'd be interested to see... Oh my goodness, DRALII. Nobody can own goal like he can. The best of the best. 100 boost. Slams this into the post and back into the net. Truly an absolute beauty of an own goal from DRALII. Totham not able to get the kind of power necessary to beat a defender like NWPO. Oh my goodness, NWPO actually got past him. Mawson. Air dribble. Over one. NWPO camping out. Gotta be in comms. Or at least just NWPO POV was a bit more aware of where DRALII was because I was worried why NWPO wasn't jumping. He knew DRALII had it. NWPO reset, no bump. As DRALII passes it into the corner, keeps it in play. And NWPO able to score here for a second. It almost looked like DRALII was making a mistake. He might be, giving the ball out to Mawson. But when you have NWPO on your team, you can expect him to win the race to the ball. And that's exactly what he does. And the pass, if anything, actually baited Mawson into the air, leaving the net completely open for NWPO. NWPO with a really strong save. 50 in with Mawson. Trying another 50. Oh, sorry. Credit to Totham, who was able to keep NWPO out. If you got it anywhere in front of the net, DRALII was there to finish it. DRALII loves himself a bump. He's out here playing tag like I talked about before. And NWPO, ain't no way. I thought NWPO missed. NWPO reads the pinch from Totham and then slams this into the crossbar down, which to be fair, there actually might not have been a window if he didn't do that. So it wouldn't be the craziest thing ever to do intentionally. Can you say hi, Maudie97, to make my brother happy? W brother. W Maudie number 97. NWPO allowed to get back to this ball after popping it up. Mawson makes a save and DRALII cannot quite snipe the bottom corner. .511 is qualified. I'm expecting probably Dark and Ops alongside the other 3-0 teams, since Dark and No One were not able to hold down their position. I'd expect a World Champs, aka NWPO DRALII, a KIILEERRZ, TRK Ghazi, and a Doctor Known Ops is who I'd probably predict over there in that other top game for them to make it into the top 6 guaranteed. NWPO and DRALII maybe a minute away from qualifying top 6 themselves. As DRALII wall dashes his way into the corner. DRALII is going to score here. No, he isn't. NWPO will follow it up. I want to watch DRALII POV, though, because that was a pretty interesting set of dashes. He's on 0 boost. A few different wall dashes. Side flip. Doesn't quite get it in before NWPO is there to finish it off. Lawson to the air for an air dribble. Could really afford to be scoring here if he wanted to entertain coming back in this series, forcing a game number 5. Instead, it's NWPO and DRALII back in possession. NWPO misread. I'm sure that doesn't happen very often. It was definitely a weird spot to try and read the ball, but I mean, NWPO was nowhere close to it. DRALII, demo. Way oversailed the pass. If he was wanting NWPO to shoot quickly, but maybe this is what he was planning on. NWPO peeking out of the corner. Totham dunked. DRALII staying all over the ball to finish out the series. NWPO and DRALII winning in game 4. Gentlemen sweep. They let Moss and Totham have the first one, but they're off to the top 6 to try and become 2v2 world champions. I don't know if I saved their games. GG's, thank you for waiting for 7. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what he's saying when he says wait for 7. Okay. Do we know if Dark is being streamed at all? Or how about Dr. Known, who's up 2-0? Dr. Known, 1 hit, are up 2-0 like I promised you. How about RLCS? Have they qualified yet? Falcons should be... No, this isn't Falcons. Let me see. Falcons... I should have the Falcons stream right here. Falcons are staring at the practice as well, which makes me think they have qualified. Is no one streaming Dark? There might be no one in Dark's match right now. I don't know if I can join in live, to be honest. I think I have to wait for the series to be over. Maybe, just maybe, I could jump in. Can I jump in for a game 5 or something if it's between games? I understand if not. No one is streaming Dark Match. And when you say no one is streaming Dark Match, do you mean his teammate no one is streaming Dark Match? Or do you mean nobody is streaming the Dark Match? I have to go look and see. I'm looking through live channels. If it were true that the player no one were live, I think people would have found it and known about it, and that would have been relayed to us. So the fact that we don't see him makes me think it's true that nobody is streaming that match. Nobody is streaming no one. Okay, 5-on-1 advance. I think Falcons advance too. 1 second, I have leaks that I don't even want to pull this sheet up, but I can maybe leave it over here. There's like the sheet that they use for like, do not show on stream. You will immediately get put in jail. Like, what I want to do is not even touch that sheet. I don't even want to touch it. It looks like maybe Nush will advance. But Falcons, I just want to see because Wikipedia is a bit slower. Falcons are through, World Champs are through, Dr. Known, Ops are through, 511 are through. So we can watch Nush. I think that's what we want to watch, right? We can watch Nush, or we can watch No Mercy. Who's that? AJF Muhammad 97. Or we could watch Rafa, who we just watched lose. Or we could watch KIILEERRZ, Nameless, or Twiz Willie. Yeah, I think we want to watch Nush, right? Falcons are done. Can you leak the script? I cannot. Can we see NWPO DRALII versus Ghazi and TRK? It might happen tomorrow, but it won't be today. Why does Feer have like 85,000 followers and the only people who talk are the ones who are here regularly? 85k followers happens over the course of many years, and not every single one of them are here. We don't have 84k viewers. All right. I think we want to do Nush. I think we want to join NTNT for next round. Taruk and Nush, the Stallions. I think we go watch the Stallions. Chat, if 10 people gifted right now, we could do marbles as well. Nush, Taruk is the Black Horse team in MENA. Chat, they're doing a lot of clapping out there. The doctors are clapping. You think it's for me? I think it's because they pulled up my stream and they're watching it now, and I'm doing so well that they're all clapping, rejoicing at how good the stream is. It's gotta be. I mean, it has to be that. I couldn't possibly guess what it could be otherwise. No, they're clapping because of how handsome you are. Aw, shucks. Let me just do my stretches. Ugh. All doctors watch Feer, for example. Dr. Known, Dr. Ali, Dr. Afinio. Are we sure that those doctors watch me? How sure are we that those doctors watch me? Okay, so we've got... Oh, I wonder if the super secret don't show on stream practice potentially shows me who's playing who. It does. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about the contents of the super don't show anyone spreadsheet. Or he wouldn't have even showed me at all if I wasn't allowed to talk about the spreadsheet, right? I don't know. It looks like it's going to be NWPO DRALII versus Dr. Known Ops, and then KIILEERRZ versus TRK Ghazi. It looks like that's what's going to be the matchups. I don't know if those are permanent or already ready to go. But we're going to watch NTNT versus VG. Who's VG? Ghost Viziz. Ghost Viziz. Is it 3 and E? Honestly, don't know. Might not be. And then Nush Truk. Fear, this isn't spam. Vacanus is serious. What did Vacanus say? Hey Fear, I'm not sure if you noticed, but one of your very loyal mods, who has been unmodded, is currently being banned by other mods. This is very serious, because it appears to be happening without transparency or fair review, despite that person having dedicated significant time and effort to supporting your community. I'm reaching out because the situation could damage trust within the moderation team and among community members if it isn't looked into promptly. Did Vacanus even... I'm scrolling up. Okay, there... Yeah, it's Vacanus just wants his mod back. Dr. Known, dude. Dr. Known just redeemed a Steam sign. I got you, brother. Congrats on the top 6. Signed by Feer, dude. Listen, the 14 other people in the Steam sign queue are going to be a little frustrated that you got yours right away, but... Alpha Cap, thank you for the 6 months Prime Gamer. Thank you, thank you. W Alpha Kepner. Whenever Alpha Kep raids or I go into the Alpha Kep stream, they always say, "Chat, here we go." What do I say when Kep shows up on my stream? Do I just like run around. Shake my behind. Maybe I do some pull-ups. Rattles! Yeah, Rattles is probably it. Rattles is probably the actual answer. All right, I think our next round chat is Nush. Is this one right here? Nush Taruk versus Ghost. This is that supposed to be an E? All the letters mean something different in Arabic usually. Aziz, V Aziz. Any 1v1 games? Probably not. Probably not. I think the plan is to go hang out with the doctors. As soon as the matches are over. How did Dark lose? He lost to Nush Taruk, which is a tough team to play against. DR though, I don't know if I have DR favored against No Mercy. HAF Muhammad 97. I'm convinced this guy just ignores me out of spite. The last message you sent was the humongous vacuous copy pasta. There's a scammer in your Discord. Is that the one you wanted me to read? Oh, you have a scammer in your Discord. Okay, yeah, he said this one a few times. Can you check the Discord? Listen, I don't go to the Discord very often. All I have to do is... Dude, Mr. Beast is giving away $3,500. I'm excited to announce the launch of my very own crypto casino. Dude, wait a second, chat. I'm about to be rich, bro. I'm about to be rich. Are you kidding me? I'm not sharing this with you guys. I'm about to become rich. This is a scam? Oh, stay losing. You think it's a scam? Stay losing, bro. Me personally, I'm going to be rich. When will you live the game? As soon as they tell me when it's open. Do not redeem it? I think I'm going to redeem it, chat. Search Mr. Beast Crypto Casino. Mr. Beast Crypto Casino. Mr. Beast Crypto Casino is surprisingly legit. There's lots of people out there saying that it is a scam, but there's multiple verified evidences of people logging in and getting $3,200. So you'd be an idiot not to log. Okay, chat. I don't know. There's somebody here who thinks it's legit. So I do have to say, obviously it's fake, but I want to keep the bit going forever. But if somebody actually lost $3,000 because of my help in the bit, yeah. Ace Kill, thank you for the 17 months tier 1. Start show match. You guys understand that I have absolutely no control for when this one starts, right? You get that? Dude, you know who are sick is first off, did I type this wrong? Oh, the name is different than I thought. Admins are dope, dude. They just created a channel for me and they asked me what game I want to watch and then fed me the info for it instead of me having to run around and like find it. Should I go demo RLCS referee? Seems like a no-brainer, right? Let me just get a bit of speed. Oh! he's mechy though. He's mechy. He's got the Marky Duda eyes. Okay, chill. Yo, chill, guys. Chill. Chill. Hey, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Guys. RLCS referee wants to take over. I'm about to pogo. On MENA servers, baby. If it weren't for the insane lag, I would have pogoed. We all agree. Wait, did I score? No, it was scored by Ghost. You were asking for it wearing a decal like that. Okay. What about the USA decal? Makes everyone want to jump on top. What tag does that ref have? RLCS referee, so you know they're legit. Dude, what is this engine noise? I think it's Anush's engine noise. What is that sound? RLCS referee has 128 ping. Look at the resets they're getting. Oh, it makes it so much worse to see them get resets. You can drive around Mansfield Night on your own like that? Do I have the right teams? No, oh yes, I do actually. Are you ready to start the match now? I am, personally. What does ready ya shabab mean? Surely they're not waiting for me. Surely they don't care if I'm ready. I'm also ready if we care about me. Shabab means guys. Let's go, dude. Learned a new one. I care. I do and did on Discord. Oh. They care about me, chat. That's so nice. I don't care. Oh. Brutal. I now have a very obvious favorite team. Ghost typed even more H's that time. No question, Arabic has the best laughing translation. Having to type 2 letters is just so inferior to just being able to spam H. Don't laugh as we laugh, you American. You know what I have to say to that? NWPO, it's Nush and Taruk versus Ghost and Viaziz, I think is what chat told me, for a spot in the top 8 of the RLCS MENA 2v2. We're in the lower brackets. Nush and Taruk forced into the lower bracket by Dr. Known and Ops, who have made it through into the top 6 in uppers. And I don't know what the path of Ghost and Viaziz are. If you were hoping to see Dark and no one in this match, sorry, Nush and Taruk. were able to take them down 3-1 and are looking to try and be the black horse, as chat said it was. I don't know if that's how it's said in MENA. I'm assuming they're referring to the dark horse of MENA, Nush and Taruk, as the Americans like to call it. Good old America. Taruk sending one up for a backboard double, going to be denied. Nush is trying to start the topper and antenna meta. I think he has been pretty consistently wearing this, what is this, a cow? No, it's not. I don't know, dude. I should know. It should be more obvious to me what skull this is. And an antenna as well. A bull. It's a bull. Yeah, no, bull. Why can't I think of bull? I don't think it's human. I'm pretty sure it's not human. I can rule out human, but that's just about it. Ghost and Viaziz are two players that I don't see very often in RLCS. I've watched a lot of MENA RLCS. There's a chance that Ghost and Viaziz play in the RLCS. Most players on Wikipedia, I think, had Wikipedia pages implying, you know, these players are making top 16s regularly. But this is an opportunity for the, you know, up-and-coming players or surprise players to make it through. Can't quite get a full solid 3v3 team and get a little bit more space and opportunity to dominate in 2. So maybe we're going to see Ghost and Viaziz do a little bit of an upset. Oh my goodness, Nush. Pre-flip off the back wall almost for an impossible angle. NWPO DRALII and KIILEERRZ when? Probably going to be on Saturday. I can't imagine it'll be tomorrow. In fact, it's impossible. It'll be on Saturday no matter what. Even if they both lost or both won or whatever, they won't be able to get each other in the bracket until Saturday. It may never happen, is unfortunately the truth. It probably will, though, in the grand final, if we're being honest. Taruk. Air dribble. Nush. Cannot dunk this one in. What, dude, if you listen very carefully, Nush has some weird engine noise that doesn't show up very often because people are usually boosting or jumping or doing these other noises that take over it, but every once in a while it's quiet while on Nush POV and you can hear whatever that car engine is. Taruk playing it on the ground. Gets a demo on the recovery. Nush just trying to slot top right. Goes solid save. Monkey Moon did not do 2v2. Is true. I believe that is a true statement. Ghost able to push this into the corner of Nush and Taruk. A low scoring game, especially by MENA standards here, as it is only 1-0. When is the grand final? It'll be Saturday. Grand final of MENA probably around this time-ish, maybe a little bit later on Saturday. If I just had to guess. Also not registered for one, sadly. He said on stream it's become too tilting for him. Yeah, I don't blame him. Ghost to the ceiling. Musty, what a pass. Viaziz not able to finish it though, so now Taruk and Nush back the other way. Nothing created before they get intercepted. RLCS MENA is playing right now. This is RLCS MENA. This is not a show match, which I know a lot of people are used to seeing in this format. But I've actually been allowed to hop into the main bracket here. This is an official RLCS game being played. So I would not say it starts tomorrow. Starts today. And will continue on tomorrow and Saturday. Taruk dunked here as Ghost and Viaziz look to try and get on the board. Nush, great roll through. Has done a boost left over. 50. No quick follow from Taruk. Doesn't need to quick follow. as they have a 2-goal lead. No reason to take any big risks. Game number 1, gonna go to Nush and Taruk in this RLCS best of 5. What a slot, dude. To keep this in the air on 0 seconds is pretty impressive, to be honest. What stream were RLCS MENA coming to be on? Normal Rocket League stream? My understanding is there is no official stream. What I don't know is if that means it'll be me and a couple other people doing it tomorrow. If that means it will just be here. I would really hope they get an Arabic cast on some stream. But I think as of right now, there is none. Is MENA not recognized as a region? I think other than the main streams, there might not be funding. So I've heard that maybe APAC, like some streams have just run a like community stream. I think MENA maybe didn't want to do that. I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of stuff secondhand. Maybe, who knows? I also heard it a while ago. Maybe there's just going to be a MENA stream tomorrow. Maybe I'm not even going to be doing it. Who knows? But as I think of right now, I think I'm going to be allowed in. Koi should be an emote. Koi is a chatter and does not need to be an emote. If you want to do all of tomorrow's, you can. That's the plan, Tiny Terry. Tiny Terry in the chat. I'm hoping to do every game the rest of the way. I mean, especially if there's not going to be an Arabic cast. Like, it would be insane for them to not be streamed. Maybe they'll just keep letting the team streams go, which is kind of what they've done in the past. So we might see, you know, a Cresper still in the game, a Willie V still in the game. Ghosts. Pass down to VZ. Oh my goodness. Unlucky for Ghost to VZs. We should have gotten on the board there. I guess Vakinus is an emote, but to be fair, that was not one that I approved. So if you do the backdoor methods, then I guess you can get in. Taruk had a chance to try and make a play happen. Nush was running up ahead. Nush is going to pick up 100 boost, get back, get a demo. This ball... Wait, Ghost got to pick where he respawned. Ghost picking to respawn. Honestly, it's hard for me to tell now. I don't even want to gamble. He definitely picked to respawn on the correct side. The question is, between the two, close and far, did he pick the right one? Aziz. Slam to the backboard. Opportunity to double there. Taruk did miss. Boost spawning behind Taruk. You can hear it. Able to pick up the midfield 100. Aziz. Slowing Nush and Taruk down. Nush pre-jump from the ceiling. Oh my goodness, what a save. The way Nush plays is so fun to watch. MENA has a lot of different players like that. Oh, they're going to get scored on. That is a scary goal explosion. I've never seen that one before. And I demand they immediately remove it. What if Feer Jr. was watching? He might get scared. Taruk. High pop, doubling down. Taruk jumping over the top of Nush to allow him to rotate back in peace. Taruk, solid 50. Nush faking on the follow-up challenge from Ghost, but ultimately not really able to create any opportunities. Chat, do you guys like movies with jump scares? I feel like, does anybody? Some people must. Movies use jump scares all the time. And I'm not about it, dude. Taruk! I don't really like scary movies in general, though, to be fair. Nush just flipped away from the ball, let Taruk go to work. Scary movies are for first dates and psychopaths. Why are scary movies a good first date? I would not enjoy it. They would hear me screech. Or I'd have to like sit there and try and be as tough as possible during the scary movie. It's not affecting me at all. Nah, I don't even care. Jump scare? Ghost needs a bump. But we're jump scared by the Taruk save with the ball cam on. This Ghost should be able to redirect this in. He does. And a late goal for Ghost and BSEs as Taruk pinches his high and then gets forced out of the recovery by Ghost. Ghost is able to guide it in into the top left. All the doctors just laughed collectively. Do you think it was because they're watching the VOD back and they heard one of my jokes? Noosh. Air dribble dunk. This is an open net now. Wait a second. Noosh and Taruk gonna allow a game 2 win, most likely for Ghosts and BZs. Taruk probably needs to score right here and now, and then a Spanish kickoff of sorts in order to try and get one more goal. But I think instead, we're going to see BSEs and Ghost make this a bit more interesting. I would have Nush and Taruk as favorites. In fact, to give you an idea of how much chat has them as the favorites, they are 94% in favor of Nush Taruk. I'm not sure if that's the most ever, but it's got to be close to it. I think we had a Zen Atto match or something that was ridiculously high like that, which makes sense in retrospect. Nush, nice flick. Wait a second. Hold on. Unless Nush and Taruk have something to say about it, this should be a Ghost vs win, but Taruk wins this into the blue half, picks up the boost, so Ghost is starved. And a big dunk by VZs. In fact, he should even score. It should be a 4-2 in favor of him. The scary goal explosion is back. And Ghost to VZs get themselves a 4-2 win. You know, there was a talk about whether or not to put player names or team names onto the scoreboard. And it's got to be player names. Like, I didn't even for a second think about putting whatever their player names are. I think, or team names. Nush Taruk is like NTNT. Ghost VZs is like maybe 2 letters or something. But the fact that they used No Miss Just Fake as Zen and Atto's team when it just should have just been Zen and Atto. Hopefully they can do something like that going forward maybe. Those team names are basically just because Start GG needs one, I feel like. Who do I think will be the champion in MENA? I think NWPO DRALII are probably the favorites. Rawastin KIILEERRZ, though, not far behind. NWPO, DRALII, and Rawastin KIILEERRZ probably make up about 90% of the potential champions, with TRK Ghazi making up the next 8 or so percent, leaving 2% for everyone else. BSE's air dribble does not make it past Taruk. In fact, Taruk gets the follow-up dunk as well. What do you think about TRK Ghazi? I think that's another top team. I would be surprised to see them, you know, I can see them getting to a grand final or winning. I don't know if I see them taking down the championship for MENA with NWPO and DRALII and Rawastin KIILEERRZ there, but you never know. Nush with an interesting boost as well as having a topper and antenna. And we know he can't box him out of the way anymore, which is way more aura when you use it in a match. Taruk. I don't know why Director Cam's not showing us the kill on the goal line for Taruk to make it 2-0. BSE's flipping this one away. This is probably the last match of the stream for those inquiring, because I don't think we'll be able to jump into any active match for the rest of MENA, and I don't think we're going to do any show matches or anything after. We got to get quick to the doctor party as soon as possible. They're all going to inquire about the stream today, and you guys have to say it was really good, because they're probably going to ask you. What happened to Rusty Yster? Every once in a while, he comes in and drops his sub. I don't even know if he knows he lost Marbles, right? He lost his mod to Marbles. BSE's bumped off the save, but Ghost able to recover and keep the lead at only 1. Taruk, shot denied. Taruk fake into a setup. Did he try and force it in? He did. Nush wasn't able to get it on target. Nush left ball, just went straight for a bump. Ground pinch. Not there, as he'll back off. Leaving it for Nush, who doesn't want to start the dribble. Reversing instead before taking his dribble straight towards the net. Nush double. Taruk did not make it back in time. Nush was never going to be able to score, but he was able to tee it up for a teammate. Nush is a victim of a bump here potentially. No, VSZ's way too GigaChat to go for the air dribble cringe apparently. Felt like a beautiful moment to air dribble cringe. Defender on 0 boost. Not going to be able to boost up and around your bump. Just punish them, but it's not what VSZ's wanted. Nush. Letting go. Oh my goodness, what a read. Taruk able to save this double from Ghost. Felt like an impossible angle to stop, but Taruk nowhere. It was headed. This ball is not scoreable. Arcs perfectly over the nets. So a minute 30 between Nush and Taruk in a 2-1 lead. BSZ's reset low. Taruk waits on the goal line, makes the save. Nush now quickly counterattacking, tapping in his open net, and making it 3-1. Tomorrow, NWPO DRALII against TRK Ghazi. That is right. as well as Dr. Known and Ops versus Roas and KIILEERRZ. Wait, I think it's world champs. My super secret don't tell anybody bracket was telling me it was going to be world champs versus Dr. Known Ops. So it'll be Roas KIILEERRZ versus TRK Ghazi. If my super secret don't tell anyone this spreadsheet exists spreadsheet is to be right. Which you guys didn't hear about from me, okay? Type O if you understand. Nush fake. Look at the fake. Nice play here from Nush. Waits. Lets the defender go flying over the top. Pops the reset and then just empty jumps to 50 and fake at the same time. Didn't need the 50 because the fake was effective. Taruk, does he hit these angles? He does not. Nush was a believer though. Nush actually created a great opportunity with a demo and a follow-up 50. Aziz lobbing up to Ghost, trying to get one for the fans late in the game. Game number 3 gonna go to Nush and Taruk as we head to game 4. Is this quarters, uppers, or what? This is lowers for top 16, or sorry, for top 8. For top 8, my bad. Have you heard of the new meta, the Trebla Challenge? Is it where you bob your head while getting wins? It is not uppies, it is downies, or downers as they say. Nush in lowers. He got forced to lowers by Dr. Known and Ops. Do you know the upper bracket matches? Listen, a little birdie told me it's going to be NWPO DRALII versus Dr. Known Ops and Roas KIILEERRZ versus TRK Ghazi, but that was just a little birdie. Game number 4. Nush and Taruk versus Ghost and Aziz. The Cody V sheet can literally do what your super secret sheet does, mods. Give Edge Ribble the super secret treatment. You know which one I'm referring to. Long shot from Nush. Not quite in though. Ghost with a DS challenge. Do it or you're scared. Do it or you're scared. Do it or you're scared. He did it. He's not scared. Oh, and he almost got a goal. That ball was headed in if it weren't for the save. Unfortunately, though, despite the fact that they're not scared, they are down in game number 4. Ghost pass out to Aziz. Not able to work out for a goal. Nush is hanging up upfield, waiting for Taruk to get him the ball, which Taruk never did. He had to recover back and make a save on the goal line. Nush is going to be nicer. He is going to give Taruk the ball, but Taruk misses wide. Nush the follow-up, though. 2-0. As Nush and Taruk attempt to punch their ticket into the top 8. Aziz, air dribble denied as Taruk makes a defensive play off the back wall. Back pass, Ghost gets bumped. Now Aziz is going to have to defend all on his lonesome. I take that back. Ghost has recovered and was available for a high save, which is exactly what he did to clear the backboard. Nush lobbing the play forward. Ghost to Aziz. Follow-up is a bit weak. Half the game through. Nush does get credit with a save on what was a very easy clear as they look to try and punch their ticket. Who else is sitting in the top 8 already? I guess the rest of the games are probably not over, so we don't really know. We do know TRK Ghazi, Dr. Known Ops, NWPO DRALII, or KIILEERRZ hanging out in that top 6 uppers. Ooh, double demo from Nush. Ball. Oh, triple demo. Wait, they picked that spot to spawn. Wait a second. Nush gets 1 demo, 2 demo. They pick where to spawn and they pick right side? And Nush demos them. Wait, why wouldn't he pick left side? Both of them picked right side. They're laughing. Well, I don't understand. Why would they pick right side? I can't wait to criticize more spawn choices. The ball was left side. Your only chance was just to spawn in front of it and save it. But instead, they picked to get triple demoed instead. Off of the sideways wave dash. It was a goal either way, so they're just clip farming for Nush. It's convenient for them. Or very nice of them, I should say. Nush not able to make this play. So with 1:13 left to go, probably need a kickoff in favor of Ghost and Aziz. Will we see a Spanish? Yes, we will. I was about to say, and Taruk read it though. Taruk absolutely read the Spanish all the way, knew it was coming, and just launches it over the top. Good read, good risk. This is not the best 50, by the way, from Taruk if he isn't just trying to counter the Spanish. That's enough for the moderators of the channel to give it to Nush and Taruk. Technically, still an opportunity for Aziz and Ghost. All they need is a good peek right here to get him started. Taruk to the air. Reset on the ceiling. Double. Not on. Nush. 50. Does he have an angle on a follow-up? Bit too high of a bounce. Ghost and Taruk in a 1v1. Ghost flick. Denied. The mods have made chat actually worried about the end of this game because now there's a moderator sword on the line if the prediction was ended too early, even though this is absolutely not a nails moment at all. Nush and Taruk are very clearly on the way, unless maybe, just maybe, Aziz and Ghost are going to bring it back. Kickoff this time. Not as good as it needed to be. Nush and Taruk can control pinch. You can tell, dude. Imagine Nush not going for a team pinch. It works. The team pinch pass. Nush is going to do something like a team pinch at any opportunity. And actually got a perfect pass. Hashmark is seemingly the name of the decal everybody's asking about, which is this one. People seem to want to know about the Taruk decal. We've seen a few different players play with it today. The no touch kickoff while Nush sits camped in net is an interesting strategy, to say the least, to secure this game. Taruk, pinch towards net. That's enough. No way they score 2. Nush and Taruk do end up winning. They'll advance to the top 8. Who they'll be playing against, I'm not even sure if it's been decided yet. There's the GGs. There's the ball hitting the ground. GGs from the streamer as well. Does anyone care? I don't know if you care about my GGs, but here it is. GGs. I'm going to give VSEs a chance to say that he doesn't hate me. We do! The admin loves me. Means a lot. Thank you, Nush. Nush is the best, dude. Now it's just me and Nush hanging out. Actually, the referee's there. Now it's just me and the referee. Awkward. GG's. GG's. Let us see what we got here as far as practice. Has the practice been finished up? Maybe if I look at the super secret ultra don't tell a soul or we'll rip away your rights spreadsheet, which hasn't even updated our game yet. So No Mercy is through. KIILEERRZ and Rafa. So does it have the practice for us yet? Dude, it has the full practice. It's so much faster. The lower practice is Rafa versus No Mercy and NTNT versus KIILEERRZ. That is the lower practices tomorrow. He said, I hope you lose next. Does Fear the Great, the one and only, have a creator code? Yes, Fear RL. In fact, Epic has started to pay me out because of it. So you should use it. Use code FearRL. Previously, I instructed people to basically not use it because it doesn't ever pay out for me anyways, but it's starting to hit the absolute minimum payout. So every like 3 or 4 months. So use code FearRL. Chat. I think that's it for today. Unless we see 14 subs hit the stream right here and now, we will probably be done. So, thanks for hanging. Tomorrow we're going to be live with all the MENA 2v2. And then we'll be live Saturday with the MENA 2v2 as well. We'll watch NA 2v2 when we have a chance. But mostly we'll probably just watch NA 2v2 on Sunday. Do less watch partying, more streaming of the actual games. Watch the World Cup. I guarantee I would get insta-banned for that. Xerxes! Same as 5 months prime. Unless there's some Twitch deal for being able to watch the World Cup. But it starts tomorrow, right? The World Cup. I guess I'm about to care about football. Normally I don't, but today, let's go watch the World Cup right now. There's probably amazing games. All right, GG's chat. Thanks for hanging. See you tomorrow. More matches.